Let's get YouTube set up. Why not? I gotta take advantage of the success that some of these shorts have been having. And by success, I mean very small, but I'll take it. I'm not greedy. Especially since it's just old shorts, old clips from Twitch that I've just been shoving onto YouTube because why not? I just want to see, you know, just in case anyone wants to see them. But yeah, some of them have been doing pretty well. By my standards, anyway. One thing I've learned is I probably should do more Chaos Mod. Seems to be that the Chaos Mod seems to do quite well. So I should probably do more Chaos Mod. I should probably go back and restart my entire GTA 5 Chaos Mod playthrough and start from scratch with the latest update of the bot. So yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime. Or the latest version of the mod, and yeah, that could be fun. I don't know. I think that could be quite fun to do because I know they've added a lot of stuff to it, so it'd be fun. You've been a bit of an interesting day. Your dog got absolutely smoked by a cat at the vets. Oh really? Jesus. Or did someone's cat get loose or something?
Man, I can't believe my work is the only airline in the city without a union. Yeah.
Shadow Band already is crazy. Twitch is very, very strong with shadow bans these days. Like if you even seem to try to make like ults, they clock onto it really quick now. Very big difference compared to back in the day with JB, where like JB used to make maybe 2 or 3 accounts per day that I'd have to ban, and he would do that for weeks. Nowadays, it doesn't seem to be an issue. Sometimes I think to myself, maybe he has been trying to make mobile accounts and just hasn't been working. The boy in the Discord is mad. It said that, oh yeah, Kasiga replays Gareth. It just clicks together different bits of information. They probably got the wrong end of the stick for that one. We probably said that Kasiga replaced Gaz or replaced something in the past, and then it probably thought that we meant Gareth. Outside the area at the back of the vet, your dog was out before his operation, and the random cat apparently went over the fence into the area, and your dog approached and got massacred. What the hell? How the hell did they... Is it not secure? Like, you would think that they would make it secure, right? Like, you would think that. You would think that they would have, like, a secured area where, you know, to stop that from happening, but that's pretty bad. I'd be pissed. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pretty fucking pissed if that happened. Not gonna lie. Hey West, how you doing? So I'm just putting my YouTube chat up there, just in case I need to see the YouTube chat. Stitches, Jesus Christ. Bro, that's nuts. Is that your dog, or is that like your own dog, or is that your brother's dog that you sometimes look after? Can you imagine JB popping up every other day with a new account? Honestly, that was what we lived through for like a good two months or so after we banned JB the first time. I think that's what we had. That's basically what we had to experience for 2 months. Was just him making new accounts every day, multiple times. It was nuts. Anthony, hello. How are you doing over on YouTube? Hope everyone on YouTube's doing well. It's your parents' dog. Ah, okay. Well, I see what you mean then. Yeah, it's your dog. Yeah. That's crazy though, man. That's so like. Bro, I can't lie. I'd be pissed. Like if the vets didn't have a secured area, I'd be pissed. I'll tell you that though, cats, they are dangerous. Like people think cats aren't really that bad, but I'll tell you this now, cats are, when they want to hurt you, they will hurt you. That shit is painful when a cat wants to attack you and not be playing. Has he tried applying to the server again? No, he hasn't tried. To be fair, it's very difficult now because Discord is very strict on new accounts and stuff these days. So it's not as easy as it used to be where you could make a new account, you know, without even having to think about it. You have to like go through a lot of processes now. You gotta have like an email address, it's gotta be verified, all this different stuff, and if they detect that you've already got an account and that account's been banned, it will stop you from like applying. Yeah, they're very good on that now, Discord. So I don't even get any applications from him if he's been sending them. Which I want to keep it that way because I don't want to waste time having to answer applications. It's been nice on Discord too. Like it's a lot quieter. We don't have as much chatter, but you know what? I haven't got to check the Discord every 5 minutes to make sure that something nuclear hasn't happened. So it's nice. I actually much prefer it. So I used to every day when I'd be like Rebecca's, for example, I'd have to be checking in the evenings. I'd have to be checking over and over. You know, we'd be watching something, and every like 5 minutes, I'd load up my phone, be like, okay, has anything been said? Yes. Okay, now what? Or no? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. It's gonna be staying that way. That's for sure. It's staying that way. I'd rather. It's nice being able to like turn down the auto mod, and it's nice being able to, you know, have simpler like moderation systems. It's nice. No, it's gonna stay that way. I'm determined to keep it that way. No more no more JV and that. I think we all got bored of the 1v1 talk every day. Yeah, it wasn't, was it? It wasn't even fun. Like, it was funny at first. Like, don't get me wrong. I had a great time the first few times, but then it just got really sad. It just got really sad because it was like, you didn't matter how much you stomped it. Like, he would never clock on that he just wasn't going to win. So he would just accuse you of cheating. Like, you could just slap him every time. And he would think, he'd be like, you just cheated. I'm like, bro, I'm not even good enough to be cheated. Like, I'm not even, if you think I'm cheating, then God help anyone who's actually good at the game, like actually solid. Because Jesus Christ, like, if you're thinking I'm cheating, imagine if you're someone like Giddy Master or someone like that. Bro would be accusing this guy of the most nuttiest things. Honestly, something else.
Later. Hey.
Yeah, he did used to rage quit on COD. That's true. That is very true.
Take care.
He ran you over when you did a 1v1 and tried to say it was a legit kill. Oh, no, he's something else. Honestly, I was not expecting that. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I knew at some point he was going to do something, but see, what I'm just not sure about is if this is genuinely him. This is his idea, or if this is someone else's idea. And when I say someone else, I mean Brassy. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out from this is this a genuine just JB making, like, thinking that this is going to be the right way to come back? Or has he been coached? Because I hadn't heard from him for, like, 3 months. Other than that, like, request to be unbanned he did, like, a month and a half ago that I just completely ignored. And by ignored, I mean I didn't even realize it was there. Or is this a situation where he's been coached by someone else, i.e. Brassy? Because, you know, it could be that. And by could, I mean it's a very high possibility. Judging from what I've seen anyway, I think there's a very high possibility it could be. So, I don't know. I need to figure that one out. But I did not expect that invitation today anyway, that friend's request. And I did not expect the person to be absolutely feral with their responses. I'm not gonna lie. That was something. Getting a response back instantly. It said, never mind, bye, and then devolved into the N-word multiple times. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that part anyway. I thought I'd get like maybe just a, oh, you know, I'm just JB's friend. He asked me to add you. No, I got the N-word multiple times thrown at me. That was something.
You find it? They'll have a list of the other shipments in there somewhere.
Yeah, it might be as King Crim, Queen Crim even. I mean, it really did feel that way. Jesus, like the amount, like just how instantly they went like for blood. It was ridiculous. The ramp up was insane. Like instantly went defensive mode on me.
Here's the rest of the shipments. Take them out so we don't have to deal with any super thuggers.
I don't even know. I didn't even say anything too bad. I just kind of laughed. It was like, bro, just get JB to message me. And she was like going on about sides and stuff, and then she started going on about how she's blocked everyone that disagrees with her or hates her or something. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you on about? Like, I don't know who you are. You're the one who added me. And then she's like, I didn't add you. What do you mean you didn't add me? You literally added me. It says you added me. I didn't even know who you were before that. Like, what the hell? How can you add someone and then say, I don't know who you are, I didn't add you? What kind of nutty response is that? Someone's like, yeah, I never added you. That's like if someone calls you on the phone and then you're like, who are you? Why do you call me? There's, I didn't call you. You called me. What do you mean I called you? I answered the phone. What do you mean I called you? Honestly, man. Funniest thing. When I saw that, I was dying. I just love how I at first I thought it was him, and when I realized it was someone else, I deleted the message because I was like, it wasn't him. I don't want to falsely accuse someone. But then when I realized it was a friend of his, oh man, what a this honestly doesn't surprise me. Nice. Almost crashed. We didn't. Well, we did, but we didn't fall off. That's what matters. Oh man, boy, yeah, what a guy. So that's hopefully the last of that. I did message him, and I did tell him, and after all that, he did say that he wouldn't. And then he said to me that the only thing now is that he's added me because he sent me a friend's request again. So yeah, so for now he's I've still denied it. I'm not adding him anytime soon. I just can't. After what you did, I just can't add him anytime soon. I'll leave it for now. But my God, what? Oof.
Hey, see you around.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like she's nuts. She's nuts. Like she does like nails as well. She does nails, and well, she says she does nails, but I'm pretty sure she just does them for herself, and then says she does them for others. But she has that most like grimiest fucking nail. You know, like for anyone, I don't know how many of anyone here knows, you know, what this is, but there's like a thing where you make nails with gel, and then you put them under this like it's like a UV lamp, I think it is, and you put it under there, and then it dries the nails. Well, she has one of those, and it's the grimiest looking thing I've ever seen. It is genuinely grimy as it's disgusting. It is covered with God knows what. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, how is she gonna be doing her nails with that grimy, infectious? Like, surely she's gonna get an infection from that, because it is filthy. It is so dirty. And I'm just like, how are you going to put your nails underneath that? Because you're probably going to get an infection if you touch it. You know, you've just removed your nails, and your nails are a bit, you know, all the the real nails are a little bit maybe rough, and you touch the top of it, you could end up getting an infection on your nail or something. Surely, it's grimy, man. It's grimy. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. It is the most grimiest thing I've seen. It was the most grimiest fucking thing. Genuinely, just if you want to see it, just go on a YouTube channel. You can see everything. It's in a shorts. It's nuts. It is nuts. Grimy as anything.
Wait till you drive that car out of there, boss.
I mean, what you're saying is the truth. Let's be real. Let's be real. I can't imagine any of them take hygiene particularly seriously. I would not be surprised in the slightest if none of them are particularly hygienic when it comes to just life. But yeah, it was grimy. It was really grimy. What a whole thing. What a whole thing. I just don't see the point. I just don't see the point of trying to like fake add someone, you know, get someone else to add someone. Just why? What did he think was gonna happen if he got her to add me? Like, does he think that we're suddenly I'm gonna start inviting this random Donnie I've never met into parties or something? Like, I don't know. I just don't get what he's trying to get out of that. What was the point of getting this thing? Like, what exactly was the point of this? I feel like I could have just turned up in a personal vehicle. I already have the key card, so couldn't I just turned up in a normal car? You'd report for shits and gigs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this in the general chat. She also added Rebecca. And she did the exact same thing to Rebecca when Rebecca asked her who she was. So Rebecca reported her on PlayStation and got her stuff deleted.
Hello.
So I was like, I love by the way that he gets his girl to add both me and Rebecca. Of course Rebecca's including that because he remembers her. He hates her. Like, I love that. I love that he remembers her. Why did he not get her to add Joe or Dean or anyone like that or Yassine? Why is it me and Rebecca? I guess because like Joe and Dean probably didn't delete him, but still. Oh shit. I almost forgot I'm gonna get lit up. But you know what I mean? Like, why? What was that one-shot kill, man? What was that one-shot kill? How can you just one-shot me like that, bro? Nah, this game is so rigged. This game's so rigged, man. This game's so fucking rigged. What was he trying to add you on PlayStation? So I'm pretty sure that you and Rebecca, you and Dean still have him on PlayStation, so that's probably why, because Rebecca and I were the only ones who deleted him on PlayStation. You wonder if she's in your DMs too? Maybe, but I just get the vibe that with JB, it's like me and Rebecca are the only people that actually matter. Everyone else is just doesn't exist. Everyone else doesn't exist in his mind. Only the rest of everyone else is just completely irrelevant to him. God, I miss this. Why is this not on Double Rockstar? Why is this not on next week? This shit needs to be on Extra Money Rockstar. Look at this. This is so good. That's true. To be fair, that is true. How many people can say they were the object of JB's obsession for 2 months? After all the time you've been forgotten again. I know, right? No, that's actually crazy, Joe, that you've been forgotten again. You thought that you were going up in his estimations, and now it's all gone downhill.
Running again once it's down. Just get down to the pit lane.
You don't really understand what went down with JB, but from the Vega explanation she gave you, I mean, I'll just be real, like, he got caught talking. Well, I'll just say this: AF catfished him, pretended he was under the age of 18, and JB told JB that, and JB didn't stop talking to him, and in fact spoke to him more.
You can't kill the engine on your way out of here.
And to summarize, basically it said that he would be okay impregnating this fake girl that AF made up. Yeah, it's not a good situation. But then but the problem is he denies it. The problem is he doesn't admit to it. Like, still to this day he lies about it and says that he didn't do it, which I don't get. It'd be better off if he just owned that shit and said, yeah, you know what, I fucked up. I mean, if he was smart, he would have just said I knew it was AF the whole time and that I was just trying to trick AF. I was trying to bait him. That's what you'd do if you were smart. Actually, if you were smart, you wouldn't be talking to AF in the first place. Like, if you were smart, you would only go after girls your own age. And then you'd also go after girls that you know. That would be the big brain play. But the second smartest thing to do would be to not do what he, to just basically say, oh yeah, it was AF. Oh yeah, I knew it was AF. I was baiting him out. I wanted to trick him. That's what I would have said if I was in a situation. But then again, I wouldn't have been in a situation because I wouldn't do that weird shit. So that would help. But let's just say, for hypothetically, just for the fun of it, I would be like, no. I knew it was AF the whole time. I knew it was him because he said something really bait, and I clocked it, and I wanted to fuck it. I wanted to fuck with him so that he would make himself look like an idiot. Easy, get out of jail free card. Because who wouldn't want to make him look stupid, right? Like, we would have taken that and be like, yeah, that's funny, you made him look stupid. But no, of course he doesn't do that. He does something. His approach is just to lie and pretend it didn't happen, even though I've seen the chat records. Like, I've seen all the chat records. I've seen them from multiple perspectives too. It's all there in black and white. Do we think him chatting up with girlfriend was like that too? Honestly, I couldn't say for sure. Possibly, very possibly. I don't like to assume the worst of people. Actually, thinking about it, when that happened, he might have been under the age of 18 as well at that time. So I think it probably would have been a different story. Oh my god, these dons are nuts! I think at the time he was under the age of 18, thinking about it. He would have been 18 in 2020. Maybe. He would have been 18 at the end of 2022, I think. Yeah, so if it's before end of 2022, then he might be safe. But yeah, he's whole thing was weird, and he still can't own up to it. He still can't own up to the fact that he did all that. That's the thing that's, I think, gets it for me, is more than anything, is he can't own up to it. If he just owned up to it, he still wouldn't be able to come back to the Discord. Like, that's settled. Like, he ain't ever coming back to the Discord. You can never trust him again. Even if he learned from it, even if he, promised he'd learn from it. Okay, cool. Still never come back to the Discord. That much is certain. I'm never letting him rejoin that. I cannot risk having him rejoin the Discord because of, I mean, you can't have him come back after that. Like, you can't have him come back to the Discord because he has access to DMs. He can DM people. He can, like, He can do all that stuff. I don't want that. So he's never come back to the Discord ever. That much is true. As for the stream, he can come back after a year, but he's going to be very restricted. Because again, I'm not going to go and fucking like go after him for what he does on the stream, as long as he stays on the stream only. But after like a year or so, he can technically come back. But again, he'll be very, very watched, and no one's ever going to trust him again. That's for sure. So he can come back then and only then. Hey, Chocolate, how you doing? So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it in terms of how it will be. But he's not happy that he's not happy with that though. You know, he should be thankful that he even has the opportunity to maybe come back in another year. He said he was 18. Oh, there you go. Yeah, whether he was lying or not, I don't know. He probably was. He probably was 18 at that point though. Thinking about it. Glad to hear it, Chocolate. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, honestly, he's crazy, bro. He's crazy. So I don't know, bro's something else. But if you just, the thing is, he just won't own up to it. That's the problem. He won't own up to it. You can't. No one. You can't trust someone's ever gonna learn or you know, move on or like develop if they can't even accept and acknowledge the basis of it. You know, someone can't say, oh, well, I've learned from my mistakes if they won't even accept that they made a mistake. So that's my main issue with him. He just cannot own up to it. He just refuses to admit this stuff. He still does to this day. He still refuses to admit that he did it. Yeah. You were exposed to his insanity not even a month. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why he's not coming back to the Discord. That's for sure. When do you buy a bunker? Oh, when you buy a bunker, what should you research first? Well, research is random, so you don't get a choice in what you want to research. It's random, so you just have to kind of take it as it comes. That's what I was saying. Just buy it all. You'll save time and money that way. If you try to... Otherwise, it takes ages for it to research. It's crazy though, man. Yeah, that's why he can never come back. Because he can't trust him. If he's willing to send people messages after, you know, on Discord like that, you can't trust it. So yeah, he'll never be allowed back on Discord purely for that. The way I'm seeing it, and just for transparency's sake, because I think it's good to be transparent, as it currently stands, for Twitch, JB is going to stay timed out for at least another 8 to 9 months. He'll be allowed back probably in January, February next year. Brassy is permabanned, and that will stay permabanned, and AF is gonna be. I'm not gonna tell AF this, but he's gonna be allowed back if he wants to come back, but I'm not gonna tell him that. He can come back after probably May, June-ish. And the reason I'll say that is because I think AF, and I've been talking to AF a little bit here and there, and there was one thing in particular that impressed me. He did something without being pushed, without anything like that. He just did it, and it was all I want from that motherfucker. I swear, it's all I want from AF. Is just for him to take shit seriously, and he took something seriously, and he took it seriously, and that's all I ever wanted from him, was just him to take shit seriously instead of joking about it, being stupid about it. And he actually took it seriously without me prompting him to. He took something seriously, and it really it did impress me. So it was all I ever wanted from him. So I think he will be allowed back on that point, yeah. And as for Discord, JB's never coming back, Brassy's never coming back, of course, and AF would be back probably around about. He could probably come back midsummer. That's where I'm currently at with all of it. What do I play on? I play on PlayStation 5. Yeah, that's all I ever wanted from AF, was just him to take that shit serious, because that's all he had to do, was just take that shit serious. And he just wouldn't take it serious for so long. But he did take something serious quite recent, and as I said, that was what that impressed me. And so if he's willing to act, if he's actually going to take stuff seriously, he can come back. He can come back, but or at least he can at least. I'm not saying he would come back. I'm just saying that he can if he wants, or he can just pop in here and there. He can do that. But it is entirely because that is all I ever wanted from him, was just to take something, just to take this shit seriously, and he took it serious, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted from this Don. I don't know why it took so long, but it did. But at least he did take it serious. Have I ever tried flying my press upside down? I have flown upside down, yeah, it does seem... It's quite fun to do, but I don't do it very much. But I have done it in the past. Alright, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, Agents of Sabotage. You know what's funny is that Agents of Mayhem was a shit game, and Agents of Sabotage is a pretty bad DLC, so yeah, it's funny how Roxanne kind of took that name. I think they were thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna make an actual good Agents of game. Yeah, no, Rockstar, you just kind of embarrass yourself. And we're gonna do the Fine Arcs. That one's easy. Yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But as long, I just want to have to take it seriously. As long as he takes shit seriously, that's all I ever wanted. So if he takes it seriously, great. If JB took himself seriously and stopped being a stupid motherfucker when it comes to you know, all the stuff he does, yeah, you know, it'd be a different story again. But he just doesn't. No, if you can't take it seriously. You know, if you can't take a serious situation seriously, I don't know what to do with you. And that's why Brassy's permabanned, because that motherfucker cannot take anything serious. Everything's a joke to him, and I just cannot... No, I can't be dealing with that. So he is never coming back. I'm sorry to say for anyone, I don't know how many people would regret that, but he is never coming back because of the fact that even till this day, he is still not taking this shit seriously. I just can't be bothered with that. I cannot be bothered when I've got more important things to worry about. It's been so nice the last 3-4 months. It's been so nice. It's been so calm. Well, last month especially. The last month especially has been so calm. And I like it like this, so I don't want anything jeopardizing that. So that's why JB ain't coming back anytime soon. That's why the only time I actually consider AF coming back is after him showing some seriousness, some you know, not being silly about something. So no more red nose propaganda. You don't like red nose propaganda. No, I mean, yeah, 100%. That is never happening again, so. You're practicing wheelies in muscle cars, Chocolate. I forgot that you can do that. I forgot you can do wheelies in that. I always forget you can do wheelies in muscle cars now. And then I remember that that's one of the reasons that, that's one of the features that you need to use. Oh, sorry. That's one of the features you need to use in that really hard. What's that really difficult? Dende, that's it. Dende's level. Dende's parkour that I want to do again. I want to do that for my last parkour stream at the end of the year. Is going to be Dende's parkour, and one of the hardest things about that is that you have to use the muscle car. You gotta use the muscle car's wheeling capabilities, which is very difficult. I keep forgetting about that exists. Maybe it's my mind trying to pretend it doesn't exist to save it from the suffering. I'm very excited to do it though. I'm very, very excited to work on that parkour mode though. I'm very excited to do it. I'm going to invite everyone to do it though, so if anyone wants to do it, I'm not going to force anyone, of course, but if anyone wants to do that parkour at the end of the year, whenever we decide to do it, you're always welcome to come and join me in suffering, because it's you know how like when you look at a level, like a parkour level, and you think that's easy, and then you do it and you realize no, it's not fucking easy, it's actually hell. Well, it's like that, but way worse. It's like that by times 1,000. Like I've never seen another parkour as difficult as Dende's, just purely for the fact that it requires the most ridiculous precision on a mechanic that's not really utilized much in parkour. And I always love when people people need to experience the hell that level is. You'll do it, but you need to do a few parkours before because you've never even done one. Oh yeah, you've not, have you? I definitely want to do more parkour, so I'm going to bring back parkour streams towards the end of the year. I don't know when, but probably during, I don't know. I'm going to bring them back. It's just probably in the run up to GTA 6. Like once I know when GTA 6 is coming out. Well, not coming out, but you know, once I know all the pre-orders and stuff, and I got it locked in, and it all feels real, and it all feels like it's gonna happen. I think I will do more stuff like that. Again, it's just that I've been so locked in on doing grind, because it kind of feels like, hey, GTA 6 is still not happening, but once it actually gets locked in, and we know for a fact it's happening, and hey, you know, the marketing's starting now, and hey, the pre-orders are out, yeah. We can get back to doing things like parkour, so yeah, that'd be good. How hard is Doomsday Heist Act 3? It's not super difficult. Like, it's definitely one of the harder heists, but it's not super difficult as long as you've got a coordinated team. If you're playing with randoms and they're terrible, yeah, you're gonna suffer. But if you're playing with people you know, it's pretty easy. You play another game and there's parkour levels that look so easy, but they're really hard. Yeah, that's the thing, like, parkour looks easy until you do it, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is hard. But I definitely want to get, Joe on a parkour. Actually, I would love to get Joe on a parkour and see just what happens. Because Joe might be really good at it. You never know. Joe might be really good at parkours. We might do one, and Joe's like the first one to finish. The bit you saw was bash. That bit was the easy bit too. That's the saddest part about that level. Is the bit I did was the easy bit, and I still struggle to do it. The bit at the end, the bit towards the later part of it, is ridiculous. Once you get to the second half, God, it gets hard. Dalbo will see. You never know. How do you have a crosshair? It's in the settings. If you go into the graphics, sorry, display settings, and then you change weapon target to complex.
Get some of this!
Which I prefer, because I like to be able to see the. I like to see how much recoil I've got. It sounds horrific. It is yeah. Trust me. That bit that I was doing that took me 5.5 hours, yeah, no, that is the easy mode. That is the mode. That is the part of the level where there is some opportunity to mess up and still be able to do it. It gets to the point where the next bit of that, after the bit I got stuck on and I quit on, there is a whole other section where you have to be so precise, and any slight miss you will not do it. And then you get to another bit that is even more ridiculous, and just at that point almost feels like luck. And then the final bit of it is actually supposedly well, I'd say the final bit is supposed to be easier because it's just a wall ride. So you think, okay, just a wall ride, that's not too difficult. But then it's a wall ride that you have to drop into with not very good cars. You got to drop into it, so there's a lot of chance for the car to spin out. You then have to wall ride. You got to then jump, launch yourself over the wall ride into the other side of that, do a wall ride the opposite direction, and then you got to do that, I think it is at least once more. You got to then jump back again the other way. So it's basically three wall rides in a row in very, very, very small little circles with ridiculous amounts of, like, it's a high speed as well, because if you slow down, you won't make it because the car has no grip. So you have to be at full speed the whole time, and if you even slightly move the wrong way, you're out. It's something else. Just saw those DMs with JB posting this man would fold so easily with yeah, he would. He would fold, and he has no. I only asked him like a couple of things, and he gave it all up. I mean, I'm glad he gave it all up. That's why it's so easy to read him. That's how I know that he's lying. It's so easy to read this Dom, but I'm glad about that because it means I know if he's being truthful about something, but. He shouldn't lie about it. I don't know why he lies about it in the first place. Just be honest. Just be like, oh yeah, my bad, sorry. How much money do I have in the game? 1.46 billion at the moment. I'm working on 1.5 billion. Oh, of course, you have to wait. There you go. Actually, what I'm thinking then is what I'll do. I will start to put together some parkours because it's a lot harder to do parkours these days because I can't just search them up on the whim anymore. You got to really put work in to find them. I'll see if I can find a good selection. I think Thomas levels will be pretty easy to do. I'll see if I can find a selection of like different difficulty parkours, and we'll start doing them again on stream. And what I'll do is I'll start every parkour stream with just a couple of easier levels, like Thomas levels, and then I'll leave a few harder levels towards the end of that. So we'll do maybe three relatively straightforward parkour levels to start with, and then the fourth one would be a more difficult one, and the fifth one would be ideally a very difficult one. And that should take up an entire stream. The Thomas levels themselves should take about maybe 10-15 minutes a go. You know, so that's about 45 minutes, maybe an hour for Thomas levels. But then when you get into the other levels, sometimes the levels can take about an hour, 2 hours just on their own. So I'll start doing that. I'll start putting them together, and then, you know, that way we could do some actual streams and not just have them kind of be like, oh, let me sit here and try to find something and inevitably not find anything because the social club is so bad now.
Excuse me, just finishing up another phone call. I can kick you in the back of the head.
Do I ever play the No Way missions? I don't really play them anymore. I played them a lot when they came out, and I did all the career mode for them, so I don't really do them anymore because I have no need to. I have no like reason to anymore because yeah, I've done everything. But they are good. I really like the No Way missions. They're actually some of my favorite missions in the game.
And if it goes wrong, she takes the heat.
If he ever grows meaningfully as a person, you genuinely be awestruck. I agree. I keep hoping he will. It's like with AF, I keep hoping. Maybe he is. Jazz band?
It's in the back of the Korean barbecue place that serves large intestines and live octopus. Working there is the only way I could afford to eat. APM works. Yeah, see you then.
What is this Don doing here? Like, why is he camping this out? You're gonna go, you might be around for the next stream. That's cool. Well, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day or night or whatever time it might be at your, wherever you are, Chocolate. Hope you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. AF cares about how he's perceived of these. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. He does care about that. Like I said, I am hopeful. I am hopeful because, as I said, he's impressed me a little bit recently. I'm not gonna say how he impressed me exactly because I'd rather that much I want to keep to myself. But he has impressed me with one thing in particular that I did not expect him to do. So yeah, if he can actually show that he's not doing it just for some gain, but actually doing it because he is taking it seriously, yeah, he might be okay. You're in the UK. Oh, okay, well, I hope you have a nice night then, Chocolate, and have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy your Thursday. Bye. I think that we would all, I think we would all be fairly content if, if it, you know, could stabilize a bit with, because like at the moment, it's still kind of up in, you know, kind of up in the air a little bit with some of it, you know. Because it's still been fairly recent that JB and all that got, well, JB's been banned for a while, but it's still kind of recent since the rest of them got banned, and it's been nice. It has been a nice month, I'm not gonna lie. It's been such a calm month. So I don't want to kind of start opening up again too soon. I don't want to like start be like, oh yeah, let's open this all back up and have to have more of this. No. So I'm kind of taking it slow of it. But I know that JB will continue with his BS. I already know. Like he said that he's not going to, but I already know he's gonna be back on this shit like 3 days from now. 3 days from now, we'll be back on this shit. So I'm just waiting for the next random friends request from someone. Back from the Toilet Chronicles of playing Vice City. I like that's how you, I like that's what you do. You play Vice City when you're in the toilet. That's funny.
Got it. Now, get out of there before anyone sees you. I'll make sure we can spoof any facial wreck with
Not sure if that's how Rockstar anticipated Vice City was going to be played back in 2002. San Andreas is a long game too, so yeah, kudos. Been on to finish it. That's many trips.
Pavel, you there? How's the signal?
Clear as a whistle, Jody.
Right, I beg that someone wins this. Well, I mean, I already know the odds, but I beg someone wins the casino thing. I want someone to win the. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. By the way, you can see the slots pot, the Arne pot, or whatever his name is. You can see that if you type in slots and then pot. You can see the pot. So it puts in 5% of what people are betting. So. It's it puts in a little bit of money each time. So if people bet 1,000, 50 goes in. If people bet 100, 5 goes in. You know, you get the idea. So if someone wins the coin, they get the pot. If they get the skulls, the pot goes bye-bye. So at the moment, the good news is that the chance of getting a jackpot has stayed the same. You can still get a jackpot, the exact same odds as before. The normal jackpot, however, is only 20 times now, not 40 times. So you only get 20 grand if you get the jackpot, but it's still a jackpot. If you get, and then obviously the clover and all that is all valued as more. There's less chance to get clover and different ones like that, but they are valued a lot more. And with the Bell's jackpot, the super jackpot is still, you know, it's still there. That's really good, by the way. The Bell's jackpot, yeah, 2,500 times multiplied. So if you get that, whoever gets that, if you put 1,000 in, you're going to come out with what, $2.5 million or 2.5 million gas if you win the Bell's jackpot, the super jackpot. So good luck to anyone getting that one. It is a very low chance though. It's about 1 in 3. It's a 1 in like 1.3 million, I think it is now, chance to get it. So it's a very low % chance of getting the super jackpot now. But if you get it, the payout is huge. Like the payout is fucking disgusting. But as I said, the normal jackpot still has the same chance of happening.
Once you've detonated the charges, the building will go dark. You should have night vision goggles in your pack.
Well, I've not had a chance to work on the bot since I implemented that, so I was going to do roulette, but I can't lie, I started sleeping. Like the weekend, I started sleeping. I was supposed to stream on the weekend. No, it didn't work. Oh no, I was going to stream a little bit on the weekend. I was going to do, I think I was going to do Friday. No, sorry, Friday, Sunday. You can tell I'm getting tired now myself, but I was going to do it on Sunday. And I ended up just sleeping Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I just ended up sleeping through all those, like, evenings. Literally would just get home, sleep. No exact home for anything at the moment, but you want to hit it again if you just to see if you can. Yeah, I mean, hey, you'd want to hit it because super jackpot would be insane to get now. Just for the fact that you could say that you had a 1 in a million chance of achieving it. Mind you, so the previous thing, the previous super jackpot was something like 1 in 1,000, which is ridiculously easy to get in comparison. And it was only like that because I implemented it the exact same as the original bot. But with the new bot, obviously I wanted to have more variety, so yeah, the super jackpot had to change. But yeah, the super jackpot was originally only 1 in 1,000, which is pretty easy. 1, 1, 2. Okay. You just did the all hands on deck mission. Oh, that one's really good. That's a great mission. I wonder if anyone's remade that in GTA Online. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Because they're doing for this week. So for anyone who doesn't know, this week they're doing an event on GTA, which is basically it's a community series event. 4 times money on any missions created by the GTA series videos dons. So what I'm gathering is that Rockstar went through all the missions on the social club, realized that 99% of them are either killing Bonnie Blue, raiding Jeffrey Epstein's island, or killing Charlie Kirk. So I think that they went through all that, realized just how bad a lot of the missions were, and they contacted the GTA series people and were like, yeah, can you make us some missions, and we'll give you like money on the game and all that, and we'll do a special like event for you, because yeah the missions on GTA Online, the people made missions are shit on average. So next week is going to be pretty boring for me because I will do them all once, but you don't really get paid very well for doing them. Let's be real. You get like 10 grand. So unless if there's some sort of emotional attachment to them, you're not going to do them very much. Although I think it's 40 grand, I guess, with 4 times money, so that's good. 40 grand a mission. I suppose that would be like the old days where people used to do, what's it called? Rooftop Rumble over and over again. But yeah. Oh yeah, 2 bots at once is crazy. What the hell, man? But that's why I'm hoping that one day when I make the Dean missions, those will be featured on it. I think Rockstar would be really fucking up if they don't feature my football hooligan domestic terrorist storyline. I think they really would be missing a lot there. And also the Joey Doyle lifeguard storyline where he kills anyone who hurts his beach. Anyone on his beach gets hurt by anyone, he's on the job. Also, a bit of terrorism in the name of protection, protecting the dolphins. You know, a bit of terrorism to support the dolphins. I think that's a fair trade, personally. So, yeah. Which is the Salvage JB one. The Taking that series is basically just stuff like doing normal stuff, like taking JB to college or JB's first fucking like learning how to drive, like stupid shit like that. It's nowhere near as good as the domestic terrorism of Joey Doyle and Mr. Dino. No, nothing will beat those two. And one day there might be a crossover event. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be an amazing situation? A crossover event between Mr. Dino and Joey Doyle. Wouldn't that be great? I think we would all love that. We'd all cheer that on. The bot issue on Twitch is terrible now, but thankfully they get blocked quite easily. Stream Elements is quite good at blocking these nowadays. Plus, I have an auto mod that like does a lot of blocking of these bots. Honestly, the easiest way to block bots on this on Twitch is literally just to block a dot and then a space and then any word, like any like .com or anything like that. If you do that, or if you do like because they always do that, they do like a dot and then a space. So if you can do it properly, you can block it really easily. So that's why a lot of the bots get blocked. But the ones that get through are the ones that have like no space, like just dot online. But then Stream Elements is supposed to block those, which it did. Actually, give me a sec. Let me just check. Let's see what the most popular missions are on GTA. Or anytime. So the highest one is Sperm Bank Heist, followed by Bank Heist, followed by 2 to 3 years Dagestan Forget, followed by grocery shopping. So there's some good ones, to be fair. Like, some of these are way better than the ones that used to be on there. Escape the Serial Killer, that's a good one. Last Night Los Santos, that's alright. Like, some of these are really good. Some of these are really, really decent. The Baller Raid is pretty good from what I've experienced and what I've seen. So some of these are really good missions. Way better than the shit that was being posted at the beginning, but still, yeah, I don't even know where the GTA series ones are. Like, I don't even see them. So either they've been like, either they're very low down and they don't get shown, or they're being like, they're maybe being released tomorrow. Maybe they've been worked on at the same time and they're all going to be released tomorrow. So I don't know. But I'm very curious to see what they're going to be like. Rockstar bans the bad ones now. They definitely do a better job, but I still see them occasionally pop up, like the Bonnie Blue ones. I mean, help Kanye West escape rehab. That's a great one. So yeah, maybe if I get around to making the Joey Doyle and the Mr. Dino series, I think that would be really good. I'm really hoping that I've got some time in the summer. On the days where it's like pissing it down and I don't want to go outside, those are the days I'm going to utilize in the summer to do that stuff. And soon the bot will be done. Like, once the bot is done, that's the main time-consuming thing for me now, is the bot. Is getting all the features. But now that Slots 2.0 is out, I just need to work on roulette. And then I guess the honor stuff I will do, but I'm not too fussed if they're done anytime soon. Like, they could be done next year for I care. Like, it's there, it's in the background. It doesn't really matter at the moment. I haven't really designed it. I might just scrap the honor system if I can't think of something good to do with it. But it depends. I have got some ideas, but it just depends if I can be bothered. But that might get scrapped. If it gets scrapped, then it gives me more time to work on things like the GTA series. There were loads of Charlie Kirk ones, yeah. The Charlie Kirk ones are crazy when they came out. Because I think it dropped around the same time, didn't it, as Charlie Kirk?
Dad,
Actually, no, what am I talking about? That was last year, wasn't it? Was that last year now? I can't remember when he died. When was it? When did he die again? Last year, right? I guess it was still popular in the minds of people, right? God, it's crazy to think I can't remember when he died. That's how bad it is. Like, the fact that I can't remember when he died just shows how much shit happens every bloody day. There's so much shit going on that you don't even know, you don't remember these things anymore. Like, any other time in history, you'd remember this. But there's just constant stuff going on these days, you just don't know. September 10th. Was it really September 10th? It's crazy. It's so long ago. But yeah, I've got loads of things I want to do, kind of, you know, there's so many different things I want to do at the moment that I'm kind of focused on more. The bot is been kind of my main priority. And then I do want to update the Discord. Although now that I don't have to worry about moderation as much, I haven't got to worry about as much in terms of like keeping up to date in that sense. There's only a few things I want to do on Discord, and that's just mostly change the onboarding to be more up to date. Especially with GTA 6 coming, I want to have like a new kind of, I want to have like a new onboarding system that kind of matches up with that. I want to also write the mod guidelines because I still haven't done that, and I not that it really matters at the moment, but like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of mod guidelines I'm supposed to be writing for Dean, Joe, and Cave to use. No, I've not done that yet, so I want to do that at some point. I still want to make another introduction for GTA because I did start working on that. Or, you know, well, for the stream, sorry, I did start working on that before. I got like 20% of the way in, and I just kind of stopped because it was Christmas time, and I was like, well, I want to focus on Christmas. I said, I'm going to continue working, and they said January, and then guess what happened in January? Everything with JB, so then that kind of distracted me for a good month. And then I found the new bots, and I've been working on that since, so that's on my to-do list. And then obviously all my health stuff I've been dealing with, that's fun. So that takes up some time, and yeah, a lot of stuff. Fuck you. I need to teach you the intro thing, you want to make one for yourself. I honestly, it was just lots of trial and error. That's pretty much sums up the majority of my creations, is just trial and error and hoping it works. I still don't fully understand how it works. I just know it does from trial and error. I kept playing around with it until it did what I wanted it to do, and then I was like, oh, okay, that works. But I'll say this, DaVinci, massive love for DaVinci, fantastic product. It's my favorite video editing product now, is DaVinci. As someone who, in the old days, used to use Sony Vegas, and Sony Vegas kind of died off, and I wanted to find something that's quite powerful, DaVinci Resolve, massive love for that software now. I swear by DaVinci, absolutely swear by them. I love that it's free as well. And then it is a paid product, but it's not mandatory. Which is a massive plus over a lot of these other software where you have to pay monthly, or, you know, really annoying. AF was reacting to the memes of shit we were sending about it, and he was reacting to it. Not sure why he got offended by it later. Yeah, oh yeah, the Grifted Down meme, yeah, I don't know. I think AF was probably just annoyed. I think AF, to be honest with you, was just frustrated with a lot of it. Like, thinking about it now and, like, seeing what, you know, reading what he's been saying and, like, talking to him. I think he just was really frustrated with everything. I think he got frustrated that... Yeah, I think he just probably got frustrated from it all. I think he probably wouldn't care that much if he wasn't frustrated. That's one of the things I just get that. I get that vibe from him, that he doesn't want to be blamed for something he didn't do as well. And he got blamed. What the fuck am I? Oh, it's that one. I should have gone that way. Wait, let me restart. I know I can make it this way as well, but let me just restart and do it the other way. But yeah, I think he just got really fed up that he was being blamed for stuff that, in some cases, yeah, he definitely should have been, but then I don't know. I think that a lot of it is that he's fed up of being blamed for stuff that maybe was more Brassy's side of things, which is understandable. I get that. I just get that vibe from what he's been saying to me. He gets a bit fed up of being blamed for someone else's shit. Fuck you. Which doesn't help that he was hanging out with him so much at the time. But... I think that's the thing. Like, all I'll say on that is, Quartz. I think Quartz is the one to listen to when it comes to on this stuff. I think Quartz is the one to listen to. Quartz was right. But that's also one of the reasons I don't want. I'm not gonna let them back unless if the seriousness is, you know, all the stupidity stuff is gone, because God, the amount of time I wasted. Like, think about how much I've done with this bot in the last like 3 months. I wouldn't have got any of that shit done. I had the other bot. I had the old Gaza bot for how long? The old Gaza bot was 2019 all the way to like 2025, early 2026. I had that shit for how many years? And bro was barely. I know it was an old bot. I get it. What the fuck are you doing? I know it was an old fucking AI. I know it was an old bot. I get that it was an old bot, but I didn't do much with it until after the first year. I kind of stopped, you know, putting effort into it because I just didn't really want to spend the time on it. But this new bot, bro, I've been slapping this thing. I've been putting out so much stuff with this bot, so much stuff happening. And it's so good. It's such a fun bot to work with. But all that work that I put into it, I would never have done any. I wouldn't have had time to work with that if it was them done. So, you know, going on and on about stupid shit. So I'm very set on that now. That yeah, I'm not gonna let them back. They're not gonna be anyone coming back until they start taking shit serious. Simple as that. Because the amount of time I've been spending on things like, yeah, just little things like the slots. Like, the slots were fine before. Like, everyone was fine with the slots before. But I mean, I was like, you know what? We can make the slots better. We can make the slots more fun. Right? Unlike Arne slot, we can make it better. He just makes stuff worse, we make it better. And the next thing I'm going to be dropping is going to be the statistics page, or the statistics stuff. It will be probably exclamation mark. There'll be an exclamation mark casino stats, probably. And then there'll probably be an exclamation mark just general stat, or just stats, which will be other stuff. But the next stuff I want to do is the gambling statistics. It will start out with just the lottery and just the slots, but then when I add roulette, obviously the roulette stuff will be added to it as well. And that's my next thing. That's what I want to do is stats. Now that the slots is in a good place and the lottery's set up, yeah. You need a guide. At some point, I will have a proper help system. Maybe Gaz can come back. The Gareth AI can come back. Oh, you must be joking me. Maybe he can come back then, because he was very useful until he went weird and then I had to kill him. I liked him, you know, like I could taught him all this stuff and be like, oh yeah, this is what you can, if anyone needs help, you can tell them this, you can tell them that. But then he started going really weird about mugging people all the time, and then he started just going on about really weird shit, like off stream. Like, he would just repeat himself over and over again, and it genuinely felt like he was haunted almost. Or just fucked in the head. I don't know, whichever one. Just, it was really weird. There is another AI kind of way of doing it that I was thinking about. I could do some sort of like cool thing with, but I think it would be, it would require a little bit more work because it is an offline AI, which is fine. It just means that I would need to think about, obviously, performance side of it. If I stream PC-wise, I don't really want to have a bot that is sucking up my my resources. But in the future, maybe I could do that, and that I could then do a lot more of it. If it was an offline AI, I could then train it to be more, like, I guess, relatable to the people, so it could maybe learn. Sort of like, in a sense, like it could learn stuff that it then would retain. Because that would be cool, like if it remembers stuff about you. Like, I could teach, you know, like, let's say, for example, we're talking and Joe says, I'm a Liverpool fan, and then, you never know, it could be, maybe this bot would be a massive supporter of Slot, and perhaps of Thomas Frank, just like the one in the Discord, and then we could have the same stuff that happens there, but on here as well. We could have Joe and Dean talking about football, and then the bot starts chiming in and starts going on about how much he loves Arne Slot and Thomas Frank, and how much that Liverpool would and Tottenham would be better off with them. I'm sure that they would love that. That would probably make them very happy, I'm sure. Just little things like that. So yeah, maybe that'll be a thing. Can't be having that. I mean, it could be. It could happen. I don't know. I have an idea how to do it with how it can like, kind of clock on and clock other people's like likes and dislikes and remember that stuff, and I think that could be fun. Give it a personality. Hey DSN, how you doing? But yeah, I think that would be really fun to do. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about in the future. But yeah, having Gareth AI back would be great. Who are these Donnies? What are they doing over here? Oh, it's a crossing point. Oh, I was gonna say, what are these Donnies doing here?
Let's roll.
Oh, they're not crossing. You're just chilling, yeah? Sounds good. I'm just doing pretty much the same. I'm just kind of chilling, doing whatever I can on GTA to complete tasks. Oh, I was gonna go and see what they were reading, but I guess not. But yeah, I'm pretty much just chilling at the moment as well, just doing whatever I can to complete tasks. Speaking of which, what are we on now? Agents of Sabotage, that's the one. Oh my god, I've only done 24. I've still got to do 26 more. Such BS, man. And that one's getting closer, right? Thinking about it, that one's getting really close. Money fronts. Oh well. More bot talk. Yeah, we're just talking about the bot and talking about how there's so much new stuff in it that like people can't really keep up with all the new stuff, and it's getting quite, you know, it can be quite complex at times. Needs maybe a guide, just stuff like that. So I've just been kind of talking about how we could maybe make it like have the AI teach people how to do stuff, and yeah, lots of different things we could be doing for the future. Obviously, all good things take time, but yeah, the Gazabot AI just is not working right now. Whenever I enable it, it just goes nuts. So I would love to bring it back, but maybe an offline one that I can control a little bit better. And then I can have it have some, I can give it some personality. You know, that could be fun. Like having it be able to remember people's likes and dislikes and what people are talking about, and then, you know, bring that up in the future. I don't know, I think that'd be great. I don't know, I just think that'd be really fun, and I love it when bots do stuff like that. I love when bots bring up stuff from the past, and you know, especially when it knows that someone likes or dislikes something. I love that shit. Like, I love that the bot on Discord absolutely fucking loves Slot and Thomas Frank. Absolutely hates Liverpool, Tottenham, probably because of how much shit that we've talked to the bot about in the past. It probably picked up on all that, and now it just loves doing that stuff. So you started looking up GTA 3 intro stars in Premiere, and none of them are as cool as yours. Honestly, I did the same thing when I was thinking about making it. I did the exact same thing. I looked up, in my case, DaVinci and stuff like that, like how other people did it, and I didn't like any of them. I didn't like how any of them were, and I was like, well, if you want to do it properly, do it yourself. And so I just spent a lot of time kind of, the amount of times I watched a GTA 3 intro I spent probably about 2 hours just watching that intro over and over again, which is easy to do because that intro is great. But I just watched the GTA 3 intro over and over and over again, picked up on every little thing, and then kind of broke it down bit by bit as to how it works, kind of like the thought process of like logically, you have the first bit, which is the image coming together, and then you have the second bit, which is the image then playing, and that from my side of things, when I made that, was two different things. I couldn't figure out a way to do it well any other way, because a lot of times when people made these in different, like when people make them and put them on YouTube, the video is either playing during the movement of the black, the boxes, or the video is still, but then the black boxes don't have, well, the boxes inside of the black, I suppose you could say, they don't have the image part, the part of the image that then plays in the actual location. It like just kind of goes along a still image in the background, which kind of gives the effect, but doesn't really. It doesn't give the right effect of the image coming together and then playing. It just kind of shows like it's just like if you have a window over a still image. It just doesn't look right. So I had to think about it. I thought, well, how can I do it in a way that actually makes it look like the GTA 3 intro, like the actual legit way, where the image comes together and it's not just a window going over a still image to the final spot. It's actually the image coming together then playing. And the way that I came up with it was, I don't know if it was the way that they did it. I don't think it's the way that Rockstar did it. I think the way that Rockstar did it, it's actually a bit rough. The way I did it was actually more perfect, I suppose. I hate to say it like that because obviously, it's just because obviously more modern. So I could have done it so that it was more perfect in terms of like how long each bit lasted. But I chose to make it the exact same as Rockstar's one because I wanted to keep it authentic. But the funny thing is that you see it especially on the last slide. The last slide, or the last image, is actually shorter by about 2 seconds than the rest. The other ones, where they're all off by about a second or half a second or a second each. Whereas obviously, nowadays you would probably make it perfect to make them all the exact times, but the exact same times as each other. But Rockstar, I guess at the time when they were making it, they either didn't know they were going to make, it was a different era and they didn't know that it was gonna, they're gonna have a standard to it. So yeah, some of them are just a bit off, and I ended up trying to make it authentic by copying the exact same times, by matching up the frames exactly, which I think made it look more. Again, I think it made it look more authentic. But there was a part of me that's like, well, just do it so they're all equal. But then I was like, well, I don't know. I prefer making them look more authentic. So. It's one of those things where I don't think anyone on YouTube really did it perfectly. I think a lot of people that do them on YouTube, they have like they have like an idea of how to do it, but none of them quite do it the way that Rockstar did it. And I think that I got there because I actually sat down and just thought it through, and I wanted to do it right. It's also why if you do it, there's also templates people have made where they've taken the real GTA 3 one and they've just put green screen in the boxes moving. And the problem with that is the green screen, if you have the green screen, you have the same issue I mentioned before where it just makes it look like a window over like a still image. So if you have the green screen and you put a still image behind it, it doesn't look right because it just looks like it's a window. It's just like a window with like a transparent window, like going across like an image and then showing. It doesn't like all come together and play like how it should. Again, most people who are just doing it for their friends or doing it for a bit of fun probably don't care. But for me, I was like, I want to make it look right. It did take some time. It took me about 3 days, I think it was. Yeah, it took me about 3 days to well, it took me about a day to 2 days to figure out how to do it. I sat down and I just sat down and like played around with it for a long time. And then it was probably the yeah, then once I clocked it, like I figured out what to do and I clocked on what to do, I then took me about 3 days to do all the images, all the right stuff. You want to do it for your friends and not commercial use? Honestly, you might get away if you're just doing it for friends. You could probably just do it the way that they do them on the Premiere tutorials then, because honestly, it looks good enough. It's just I'm very much a perfectionist where if I can't do it, I won't. If I can't do it, I won't do it. You know, if I can't do it right, I won't do it. So that's the problem. Yeah, if I can't do something right 100%, I won't bother doing it. So that's just how I've always been with stuff. Like, that's why a lot of stuff never ends up getting done. Like, I'll say, oh, I'm going to do this for the stream, or I'm going to do this for the Discord, and then I just never end up doing it because I just can't get it 100% right. And it's difficult, but I find that just, honestly, just giving it a go, and even if it, you know, I've just really forced myself to just be accepting of the fact that I can't do it 100%. Sometimes, and that's fine. But then sometimes by doing it like that, I end up actually being able to do the thing I wanted to do fully, and I'm like, oh, that's how to do it, and then I'll clock it and put it together. So sometimes actually just breaking my usual, oh, if I can't do it perfect, I won't do it at all kind of mentality actually helps me do it, because then I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, okay, I know how to do it.
And stop all the bleats about how spiritual you feel.
There's a sick-ass popcorn bucket for the Space Jam anniversary. You can send an off-topic.
Throwing a party at your penthouse?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Ah, that's actually pretty cool. I see those sometimes in the UK, and I'm just like... Sometimes I see some that I like the look of, and I'm like, ah, maybe I should buy one, but then I look at the price, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. Alright, let's do it. What time is it? 45. Cool. Oh, I just saw, yeah, DSN said, when you raise a boss certain way, it's got to remember exactly. I really want to have an AI bot on here, but it has to be right. It has to be done properly. It has to be done in a way, and I definitely think having it be able to remember personalities would be great. Having it be able to have like a different response to different people based upon personality would make it like really good. Like if it remembers, I want to have a bot that remembers if you're like good or bad to it. If you treat it like shit, the bot should remember that and it should hate you. Whereas if you treat it well, the bot should remember that and be nice to you. So I want that to be a thing, and maybe even be able to. Oh, I wonder if I could maybe even implement the honor system. So if you're a dishonorable person, the AI is like hates you. Whereas if you're honorable, the AI is like, oh yeah, I love you, I'll do anything for you. All that. That'd be cool. What's up? Are you on PC? No, sorry, I'm on PlayStation. Oh, out of the way. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to do more, I don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna have to do more jobs for money fronts, because I need to get money fronts out of the way. I hate to say it, but that's kind of important. What? What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay. Fine. This game, man. This game's so rigged. Actually, I want to do, you know what? Thinking about it, because this is, I think, the last week of it, or the last day of it, I'm going to do the, Do I have enough time to get there? Oh shit, I don't know if I have enough time to get there. I'm going to do the survival. I was wanting to do that with other people, but no one, I don't think, the only day anyone else was on was the day when Dean came on, and I never got a chance to do it with him, so I guess I'll be doing it solo. Not that I don't know if you can do it with other people. I mean, Dean said you can do it with other people if you all smoke at the same time, but I don't know how you do that, so. Martin. So you messaged me, Martin. I thought we had an agreement. I thought we had an agreement, my guy. I thought we talked about this. You don't message me, and I don't come to your house and blow it up. I thought that was the agreement. Why are you messaging me? That's one thing I will say about AI that I would love in video games is if you could tell these dons how much you hate them, and that if they ever torture you again, we'll fuck them up and they actually remember that. That would be great. Because then he'll stop bothering me.
Full moon party coming up.
Ooh, what a jam. All right, let's do it. We'll have the lock in though, because I fucked it up last time. Survive the hallucinations, yeah? Okay. Is there music in this? There is. K-Man ass B. Oh no, don't you dare die now! I've literally just started! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I hate this game. I hate this game so much, man. I hate this game so much. I got fucked up by the fire, man. 32 seconds. 32 seconds, my ass. Alright, get that off my screen. Get that shit off my screen. I cannot see. Get that shit off my screen. Thank you. Oh my god, they've locked me out. They've locked me out, the bastards. Alright, we can fly there. We can go with the Oppressor Mark 1. Spawn it. Oh my god, stop spawning over here. Why do they spawn it over here? Oh, they're fucking me, aren't they? They're fucking me. Oh wait, we got the, we could do this. Sparrow, yeah? Oh, that's also over there. The high is too much. That's my fault, really. I should have just, yeah. That's my bad. Wait, what the hell is that? What the fuck? Why is there a huge ass pig? Why is there a huge ass pig in this bloody street? Bro, is this how it is in America? Do you have like massive pigs just like hanging around in random streets in rural America? Is this how it is? Massive boars just it's just eating the trash can out of the trash can in the middle of the street. Bloody hell. Like, what the hell is that? Oh my god. Bro, in the UK, you know what we have in the high street? We have, well, I suppose some people probably would consider them feral pigs as well, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen that though. Old feral hogs, good bacon. I'll have to take your word for it because I've never seen that in my life. I can't lie, I've never gone down the local high street and be like, oh yeah, there's a bloody there's a boar just eating food out of the bin. Oh, that's great. Good stuff. All right, we're about to get high again.
Hey, buddy.
All right, this time we're not gonna get killed by the fire. Wait, it disappeared just as I arrived? No. No, it just disappeared when I arrived. I came all this way. I left the pig behind. I could have had the pig. And I left it to come here just for you to turn off the smoke? Fine then. We're gonna turn the smoke back on.
Holy shit.
On then. Yeah? You want some smoke? Give me some fucking smoke. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, your water supply too? Bye-bye. No more water for you. All I wanted was to get high. And now I've got the damn police on me? Oh, I like this little... This bit here is a really nice little bit of land. With the train tracks and... Oh, yes. Yes, I could make a mission here. There's potential here for a mission, I feel. Ah, I've got it. I've got it. JB goes to summer camp. Yes. Okay, good. I've got it. That's perfect. JB goes to summer camp. Yes. You got the train tracks, and then you got the summer camp up there. It's perfect. It's perfect. First, we gotta get out of here. Oh. Okay, we got it. We figured out. JB goes to summer camp. Locked in. That's it. That's the next. That's, well, one of the future missions. I think that would be great. But what would the story be? He goes to summer camp, but what? What's the big thing that causes the conflict? There has to be something that causes the conflict. But what? Rival summer camp, perhaps? Maybe. Could be rival summer camp. Could be that maybe King Krim. King Krim doesn't like that he went to the wrong summer camp. He should have went to King Krim summer camp. Anything starts with a conflict with him. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, to be fair. You're not wrong. Honestly, what a guy. Is the train gonna start or is it stopped? Is the train just fully stopped now? I think the train they just fully stopped the train, haven't they? Oh no, there we go. Now it's starting again. Yeah, take your damn sweet time. I like how as soon as I started running towards the train driver, he started the train again. He's like, oh hell no. I'm not listening to the police. I don't care how much the police tell me to stop. I ain't stopping if he's coming for me. Brilliant. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we gotta have him. So he goes to summer camp. And then something has to happen. Something has to, like an attack. An attack has to happen. That's a good spot for a defensive mission. So he's defending the summer camp. You're defending summer camp with JB and the whole, you know, the whole summer gang. The summer gang. I don't know what you call them. The summer gang. So they're all there. You know, they all get killed off. Whatever. And then maybe have a bit where you gotta escape on the... yeah. You'd have like maybe multiple levels of defense. So the first bit I think would be really fun is on the train tracks. I really like that kind of area with the train track. A few trees, a few beautiful trees. Like Bob Ross always said, a few beautiful, nice, pretty trees on around the train tracks. The enemies coming across the train tracks would look gorgeous. It would look absolutely gorgeous. But I really want an escape on the train tracks too. I think they're such beautiful train tracks. I think we could have a nice escape where JB and the protagonist have to flee up the train tracks, maybe with a chase. Maybe King Krim chasing them. Did he just fly into it? He flew. What did it? He flew into the power lines. What a donut. How did you fly into that, bro? I mean, I know I've done that too, but I actually take it back. It's pretty easy to do. Yeah, understandable, yeah. I wish there was a way in the mission creator to spawn the train in, but I don't think there is. No, I think that'd be great, having the train spawn in. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh. That's fine. Why am I on a train? I have no idea. You know what? After losing out on that getting high on that location, I'm very upset. But I just, it's moments like that though. It's the most beautiful of things are created from the most saddest of moments, I think. And that was a very sad moment for me, losing out on getting high with the gang at the summer camp. You know, it really hurt. So I think now we've been able to create, I think, a storyline, well, a piece of a storyline, not quite a storyline yet, but an element of a storyline with Mr. JB going to the camp. I don't think we're gonna get out of here without having to really hide, so I'm just gonna do the old-fashioned way. There we go. There we go, easy way. But yeah, I think that'd be really fun. I think, you know, like we already have the storyline from Mr. Dino. As I've already mentioned before, football football hooligan with domestic terrorist tendencies. We've already got that figured out. The Joey Doyle storyline, eco-terrorism, well, terrorism in the name of protecting the environment. Okay, we got that sorted. Also, defending his beach from people that attack his beach. So that's sorted. But then Mr. JB, that is just all just firsts in life, you know, learning how to drive, going to college for the first time, and I think summer school, that is also another first. So his story is going to be the most broken up, I think, when you think about it, because all the other ones have will have a consistent storyline where it all comes to a head and you know the story concludes. In Mr. Dino's storyline, inevitably at the end of it, he kills the person he wants to kill, or many people that he wants to kill. He kills them all. With the Joey Doyle storyline, he also kills the people he wants to kill. There's a lot of killing in their storylines, but with the JB storyline, I don't think there's a natural conclusion to the JB storyline. I think it is just a series of different stories that exist together, but they don't all come together at the end. Nice. Unless if no. I was thinking, because I did have an original idea back in the day when I was going to design the whole JB thing. The original idea was at the end of the storyline, you were going to break into the prison, and you were going to try to get King Krim out, but then King Krim actually turns out to be the mastermind. So originally JB was going to go try to save King Krim in the prison. You get into the prison, and then King Krim reveals himself to be actually the mastermind behind everything that goes wrong in JB's life. And then he actually basically has JB killed in the prison. So then we have to escape the prison after JB gets killed in the prison. So that was going to be the final story of the JB storyline. But I felt it was a bit too dark, you know. It just felt a bit... It didn't really go in line with the other two stories, you know, the domestic terrorism and the eco-terrorism and all that stuff. It didn't really go along with those two storylines. It's a bit too dark, so I don't know how I'd end it. A restraining order could happen, yeah. Maybe we get a restraining order from JB. Maybe that's the end of the storyline. We end up never wanting to work with him again. We've worked with some real scoundrels in our day. We worked with Avon, we worked with Lester, we worked with Madrazo. You know, we worked with some real interesting folk, but then the one person we cannot work with is JB. That's the one person that we will not work with any further, is JB. So maybe that'll be the storyline. The very ending of the story is literally us just... Maybe it's just us saying we're never working with this Don again. I think that could be fun, personally. I think that could be a good storyline. If I had two people, if I could split myself into two people, and I would have double the amount of time. I could do it. I could have Ryan A do the bot. Oh, 3 people. I could have Ryan A do the bot, Ryan B do the Discord, Ryan C does the story missions. Oh, but if I had 4 of me, then I could have one person. Oh, then I could also do the introductions. But if I had 5 of me, then I could have one Donnie does the work. One Donnie does my everyday obligations, right? He does all my everyday obligations. And then the other 4 Donnies do all the other jobs I need to do. Like all the stuff I want to do online. That's the big brain right there. Yeah, like the substance, but with 5 Donnies instead of, well, just 2. That's what I need. I need 5 Donnies. They're not getting paid though, that's for sure. They're not getting paid. Only Ryan Prime gets paid. The other Ryans are just, yeah, they're not as important. They do the work and that's it. They show up and do the work for free. The other Ryans get no say, but Ryan Prime is the one that gets all the work, all the money for it, and all the success and all that for doing all the hard work. And everyone else just gets fucking nothing. They just get to come along on the ride, right? That's all they get. They get to come along on the ride. That's what we need. I mean, really, it's my fault for not just winning the lottery. Honestly, it is my fault. If I had just won the Euro Millions, none of this would be a problem. If I just won the Euro Millions, then then I could just do this stuff, and I wouldn't have to worry because I would have so much more time to do it. I don't know why there was a alarm going off over there. Let's just leave that. I heard that someone won the lottery in the UK recently and hasn't claimed it yet. I'll tell you this now: if I ever played the lottery and it was a piece of paper entry and I lost it and I couldn't claim it, I genuinely don't know why I don't know how I would live. I don't think I could live with myself after that. I think that would be the moment. I think that would be the moment. I think that would be truly it for me. Yeah, how could you sleep after that? Like, how could you ever live knowing that you just lost £1 million plus? Like, I know $1 million's not a lot these days. Like, I know that you would, realistically, if you're 20, £1 million isn't going to make your life. Like, if you're 45 or above, yeah, you could live off that for the rest of your life if you're smart. If you're below that, you're going to have to do some level of work or something at the same time. That's fine. Yeah, the financial security, I tell you this now, there would be nothing better than working when you've got £1 million in your bank. And you know why? Because you have fuck you money. You have money that you can tell the boss man, fuck you. If the boss tells you to do something you don't like to do, or treats you like shit, says, oh yeah, I need you to come in at this such and such time, when you don't want to, you could just say, nope, not happening, bro. So even if you don't have enough to live for the rest of your life, hey, you got fuck you money. Oh, you cheeky bastard. So I'd be very happy to win $1 million, even if it wouldn't be enough to live off. I would be very happy to get $1 million. I'd be very sad if I won it and I didn't get to claim it. That's one of my greatest worries in life, is that, and that's one of the reasons I don't ever enter the lottery in person. I always do it online, because you know what, at least there's a paper trail, and at least I can't lose the ticket, because I know if I ever bought the ticket in person and I lost it and I realized it was the winning ticket, yeah, that would be it. That would be the end of it. I'm not even, that would be it. I'm done. Nearest bridge, I'm done. Not, especially, imagine it was worse if it was Euro Millions, because in Euro Millions you can win 100 million, even sometimes up to 150, 160 million pounds. Oh my god. And that's post-tax, by the way. I know in America a lot of these like lotteries where you win and then you end up having to pay taxes. No, in the UK and in Europe, it's all post-tax. The taxes are all paid all before that. So any money you win, if you win 150 million and you're the only person that won the jackpot, you get that whole 150 million. That's as simple as that. So if you get that 150, oh, imagine you bought a Euro Millions ticket and you lost it. I'm not gonna lie, that would be... Nah. That's why I always buy online. That's why I always buy online. I am never ever buying a physical... Like, I see Rebecca sometimes, she'll buy a physical ticket here and there. And I'm just like, how? How do you do this? How can you do this to yourself? How can you put yourself through that suffering if that ticket gets lost? And I know Rebecca, she probably will lose that ticket. I know Rebecca. She'll probably put that ticket in my bag, and I'll find that ticket about 3 months later. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even up to a year later at the bottom of the bag. Imagine you find a ticket, and it's like a day out of date. It's a day past the deadline. No. That makes me angry just thinking about it. That makes me stressed out just thinking about it. I don't even know why, but that's making me stressed out. What is that, like, annoying sound? Oh, it's over there. I was like, what is that annoying alarm? It's someone over here robbing the place. What's the most you've won if you have? The most I won on the lottery, I believe, was like £10, and that was the first time I played it. The first time I ever played the lottery as an adult, anyway. I played it as a kid, but not officially. First time playing as an adult, I won £10, and I've not won since. So this, yeah, really not boding well for me. I mean, I've won free lucky dips and stuff. I've not won anything to like actually make any money back. That £10 went straight back into making more money though, which it hasn't. I should have taken that £10 and spent it on a Big Mac, and that was what I can probably afford it these days as a Big Mac. But you know, I should have. I could have got a Big Mac at least. I couldn't afford a Big Tasty with it though. Could definitely afford a Big Mac though. Hey, Dean, what are you saying, bro? I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling talking about what would you do if you won the lottery, but you lost a ticket. And the consensus was we would all probably just off ourselves. It's kind of sad to say. Twitch, don't ban me, please. It's true. I would do it. I don't care, Twitch. I don't care what you say. I would do that, Twitch. If anyone who wins the lottery and loses a ticket, I don't think anyone could be blamed for doing that. Let's be real. You'd have to have an insanely strong will and enjoy pain to not do that. But yeah, one and done. I hope that I win again. I only exactly find the nearest bridge. That's literally what I said too. No, like. I don't know how I would live after that. Like, what? How could you live after that?
There's another outfit making moves in the city, drumming up business. But you know what business loves? Something networks like ours.
Like, how could you?
Take their freshly laundered money straight from the bank.
Bro, what is this guy waffling about? This guy talks faster than I do. What the fuck are you on about, bro? What are you on about? Oh, we gotta change clothes? No, I don't like that. Imagine being dons that can't get to their Bitcoin stocks. Yeah, real funny that. Real funny. Real funny. Super fun. Really great feeling.
So we locked in. Head over at Casual, take money from the money man, and boom. I mean, boom, like profit, you know.
No, you know what the funny thing is? I'm gonna be real on this. I think I did actually have a Bitcoin somewhere. Because I remember they used to just give them shit out. Like, people literally used to just hand out Bitcoins for the sake of it, because it was, like, worthless. I think I actually have one somewhere, like, not a clue where. On one old-ass computer somewhere. It's probably gone now. I don't lose much sleep over it. Because I'm like, well, let's be real. If I have it, I don't know if I do. I've lived fine without it, but yeah, if I had, let's say if I had 100 of them or 1,000, yeah, then I'd be a little bit more worried. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still good money, but if I had like millions worth of it potentially somewhere, you best believe I'd be ripping everything apart trying to get to it. But I think I might have somewhere, maybe. We're talking like from 2009, 10-ish. Like, I was 14 years old on the internet with people talking about, oh, this new technology where you can pay for things with a currency and all this blockchain stuff and all that. And at the time, I had no idea what any of that meant. I just signed up and downloaded stuff that was cool. So I'm pretty sure I might have that somewhere where people would guess. I remember people giving them out. I feel bad for those Donnies. Imagine being a Donnie that gave out Bitcoin for free. But yeah, I remember there being some Donnie that was like giving it out, and I remember everyone was like, yeah, I'll have one. And you couldn't buy anything with them at the time. I think the most revolutionary thing was people could buy pizza. That was the big thing, was when people bought pizza with it. So maybe I do. I don't know, but it's probably just one, if that, or if maybe even just not even one, maybe even just a fraction of one. I don't remember. This is when it was actually a lot, and I don't remember that, and it's just gone. But whatever. Again, at least I don't know, and that's what gives me power. There, it's the ignorance, right? It's the ignorance and not knowing. It could have been a lot. It could have been nothing. It could be like 0.001. Not worth something, but not a significant amount. So that ignorance is what's powering me right now, and I want to keep it that way. Thanks, Raph. I don't know, I just beat though. Woo. I could get jiggy with this. I could get jiggy with this. Let's go. Can this fucking guy go away? There we go. Jesus Christ, this Dom would not stop following me. I'm supposed to be a law-abiding citizen right now. I'm trying to do my best to be a good, honest employee. Alright? I'm trying to roleplay. This is the new roleplay series I'm doing. I want to be a good, honest employee of the state or the business or whatever this is. I don't want to be a bad person. I've had enough of killing people. I've turned a new leaf. I don't kill people anymore. I think killing people is immoral. I think it's wrong. I think we should never kill anyone. We shouldn't do this. It is truly immoral. And anyone who does it should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. If you kill people in a video game, you should be ashamed. These NPCs, these are real people, these NPCs. They have families, they have feelings. You know? There's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack here. They are... We can't be shooting at them. You can't wait to hear new NPCs saying random shit because we're going to hell and what's up, my dude, is getting old. Nah, it's not getting old, you know? We've only heard it about... Maybe about, I don't know, 20,000 times. It's not that much. Not that bad. Could be worse. How long are we expecting? But I'm just wondering, what's everyone thinking? How long do you think GTA 6 is going to be, like, the main thing? Like, how long do you think it's going to be until GTA 7? Like, surely they're not going to make us wait another 15 years with the same online game, with the same tiny map, with the same boring NPCs. Surely not, right? Not again. I'd hope not anyway. I'd be very sad if we got another 15 years of this. 15 years of the same game. Oh, my bad. I'm at the bank. 2042 at the earliest. Sorry, leg. My bad, leg, my bad. Well, you know what? It was in the fucking way, so my bad.
Hey. All right, here you go.
You doubt you'll even still be playing games when GTA 7 comes out. Why is that, Dean? You're gonna stop playing games or something? There we go, that's better. Damn, I missed it. Nice. Not saying yes, but it depends what's happening. Ah, fair, fair. I think I'll probably still be playing games. Like whether I'll be playing as many games. I mean, to be fair, I don't really play a lot of games as it is. I mostly just play GTA and stream it. I don't really have the time or the energy to play the other games anymore, which is sad. Like I'll sometimes I'll get on like Steam. I'll load up something like Stellaris, and I'll get really into it, and then I'll just be like, yeah, that's it. That's my enthusiasm for it gone. It's just sad because I really enjoy those games, but I don't know, it's weird. I suppose it depends on where the world is at. You'll be north of 40 most likely when GTA 7's out. Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, you'll probably be quite tired. I mean, I'm 31 now, and I get super tired nowadays when I'm playing. It's crazy actually. If you watch my early streams, you see how much more energetic I am, even though I slept worse than I do now. Like back in those early streams, I slept less hours than I do now. Which, you know, can you believe that or not? Because, I mean, I sleep very few hours as it is. But, my god, back then, whew. And I was so much more energetic. Now I'm like, oh, god. 2 hours into a stream, I'm like, oh, get me to bed. Or at least get me off. But that might just be because I've played this game so much. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if it's because I played the game so much or it's because I'm just getting older. I cannot tell because, yeah, I just can't tell. It could be a combination of both, to be honest with you. I guess it'll depend what I'm like after GTA 6 comes out. Will I have that same excitement I had with GTA 5 where I had to play no matter what? Like, no matter what was going on, I just had to play? Because that's how it was with GTA 5, like, I had to be on. The game, you know, when I came home from whatever, I had to get on. I had to get on the game. You know, weekends, I'd wake up on the weekends, I had to get on the game. 2.5 hour grind every day. Get on the game at 4 on the weekends, a little bit later on the weekdays, but on the weekends 4ish. I remember this very well. Come on the game 4 o'clock. I'd play for about an hour, have dinner because I used to have dinner quite early. Get back on the game, and then my friend from one of my friends from America would get on, and he would get on, and he would join me in the missions, and we would just grind missions And then I would do that for a couple more hours, and then I'd get off that, and then just go and drive around for a bit and do odd jobs here and there. God, it was good. Will I have that same enthusiasm for 6? I hope so. I hope we do all do, to be honest with you. I hope we all have that same enthusiasm. It would suck if we're all just kind of done. Like, it'd suck if GTA 6 comes out and we're all like, finally, GTA 6, and then we do it and we're like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe we're not that into it anymore.
Cash shipment and dirty cash just arrived, sending you the location.
That's probably my biggest worry, is that we'll get on GTA 6 and it'll just be like, well, you know when you go on a game and you're just like, and you turn it off. That's my biggest worry. I'll turn on GTA 6 and I just won't care.
So, this money, it's stashed inside of a car courtesy of our guys overseas. Very cool, very smart. We just have to...
I hope I turn that game on and I'm just lost in everything again. I'm just... I do not want to get into it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't really care. Yeah, something tells me it's these Donnies, right? Yeah, I don't know what possibly could have given that away. Ooh, I like this music. Yeah, I hope it just sparks it again, Dean. Yeah, I really do. But I get what you mean. Like, sometimes, like, yeah, I have the same thing. I'll get on the PlayStation or my PC or whatever, and I have this really good PC. I spent all this money upgrading it, and I'm just like, do I care? Like, do I care enough to like play it? It sucks. I spent all this money on it. I put all this goddamn money into it, just for me to say, I don't really care. What is that? It might be that, you know. You get this during some of the Kaio setups. Oh, really? Oh. I need to turn the music back on. I wish I could have music, but not have, like, licensed music. Because I actually would love to, I actually really like some of the music in this game, but I just can't have the licensed stuff. Oh, Howl? Yeah, I know him. I know him. I hate him as well. He's on my list. Oh yeah, I'm taking it to the salvage yard, bro. That's my guys right there. Fuck Howl. Yeah, it just sucks, like, I don't know, it just sucks. Like, I feel like you shouldn't feel like that when you have a hobby, but I don't know, I think it doesn't help, Dean, is that just video games in general right now are so shit. Like, yeah, there's some amazing games out, but they're so time consuming. I think that's also a big thing, is like, are you willing to sit down and lock in on a game that's so time consuming and you don't even know if it's going to be good or not at the time? Like, because I have that a lot of games where, like, I don't want to spend 40 hours, 50 hours if the game's not even that good. If a game's like 10 hours, even if it's shit, I don't mind, because I can just grind through it and get out of the way. But I don't want to get invested in a game that turns out just to be shit. And I know that you know, like, it should be easy to figure it out early on, but it's not. Sometimes it can be really hard to know whether a game's going to get really good or not until it's too late. Like, I'll never forget with Joe when he did Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then Joe was playing that. So many of the streams, he would be saying, oh, I'm playing Valhalla again, I'm playing Valhalla. I'm pretty sure it was like half a year. And then eventually one day he just said, like, that was it. That was the last time I heard him talk about it, until like maybe another 6 months where he said, oh yeah, I should probably get back on Valhalla one day. 6 months later, still hadn't gone back on it. And all I remember is just talk about how to grind out all this resource shit. Why? Why is there resources in an Assassin's Creed game? The whole point of Assassin's Creed is to assassinate people, bro. That's the whole point. Like, who gives a shit about why do you need it? Why do you need resources? What the fuck is that? You put all that time into a game just to find out you can't even progress that much more because you need to grind in a single player game. Yeah, like 70 hours, and I swear, like, to get it all done, you would need to put like 200 hours in. It's just, I just don't see the point of it. Like, it's like, when did Assassin's Creed games need to become like that? That's why I think Black Flag is so exciting, I think, for a lot of people. Because the idea of Black Flag, that you'll just be able to play an Assassin's Creed game again and have fun, that's great. Like, that's what I'm really excited for, is I just want to be able to play a game that's actually fun. It is, honestly, it's so sad. Ghost, your toy is not as good. You try story and you can't get into it. What about it in particular, Dean, that's like not as good? Like, what is it? Is it just like the protagonist, or is it like just the map or the gameplay mechanics? Ghost of Tsushima was such a... I don't know, there's something so good about that game. It was just such a... It was simple enough that it was... Like, there definitely was some weaknesses with that game. Mostly around, for me, the NPCs being... You know, the side content mostly just... Yeah, the world didn't really feel like it interacted too much with the player. But it was a great game anyway, and it had a lot... It was simple, it was straightforward. It wasn't like a ridiculously over-the-top game, but... I wouldn't be surprised if your toy is more, you know, over the top. It's a lot of everything. It just isn't for you. I will definitely get it myself at some point and compare it, but I'm not in a rush. That's gonna be one of my £15 purchases when it gets put on. When it gets put on the PS Store for 15 quid on a sale, I'll pick it up then. I think also one of the things that's really put me off is just how convoluted sometimes things are. Like, for example, a lot, like when we tried doing Monster Hunter, the other one, I still need to get on the other one, but when we tried doing the big one, the fucking multiplayer system was so fucked, and the amount of work we had to put in just to get that to work is ridiculous. If you have to complete a thesis, if you had to do a dissertation just to play the bloody online, at that point, nowadays I'm just to the point where I'm like, I don't care, you know. Like, if that's what I've got, if I've got to really figure it out and do all this studying just to be able to play a game, I don't want to do it. That's why I like GTA Online. Like, it's simple enough that you can just get locked in, but it's not like it's not too simple, but at the same time it's not too complex. I would like some more complexities, but I like that it's very accessible. A game should be very accessible at the beginning, and then there should be complexity to keep it exciting and entertaining towards the end. But at the beginning, it should be very, very straightforward. And it needs to have something to work towards. You need to have something that's actually worth working towards and putting time in. I'm glad that you're enjoying Legends mode, though. Have they released the Rage yet, Dino? Have they said when they're going to do that if they haven't? Hey, Rebecca. I hate this mission so much. Oh, they have. You just haven't got enough people to play with. Is there no like matchmaking? Not that matchmaking would really help with something like that, but I remember that's why they didn't do matchmaking with the first one, was that they realized that matchmaking would not work that well with it.
One down, 2 to go.
Ah, you gotta be in a squad. You know what the sad thing is? The thing that I realized, even if we won, even if I got it, and even if Rebecca got it and all that, we wouldn't even have enough people. Well, I guess if you have your friend, it would work. But let's say if you didn't, now that Yassine's not around anymore as much, we wouldn't even have like the old squad come back. You know, like, you know how we did it with like, I think that's also the other realization, is that one of the saddest things about playing games, online games especially, is the realization that the people that used to be around aren't around anymore. You know, people like, you know, that we had great moments on that game, and when we beat that final boss with Yassine, and like, I remember Yassine going up to the top. I went up and I got what I could done, and then Yassine went up, and Yassine figured it out. Yassine had like some strategy that I tried doing, but I just couldn't get it down. But he got it down, and we just kept fighting. And that moment when we beat that boss, after hours and hours of grind, we beat that boss. That was one of the most satisfying moments ever for me playing online games. And knowing that we'll never have that moment, like that moment where Yassine again, is really sad. Because Yassine, even if he can get some time on, he ain't got enough time to go and play, like to get good at that game like we had before. Because that took so much time to get good at it. It wasn't just, you know, doing it, it was also getting good at it. And it took us maybe, I don't know, about 10 to 15 hours of just playing survivals, and then playing, you know, practicing on obviously Raid 1. Then Raid 1 took like 2.5 hours, Raid 2 took about, what, 5 hours? And then Raid 3 took, I think, another like 3 hours. Like, how often can you find time, especially with some of these raids that do like 5-hour raids? Like nowadays, I don't know, man. I don't even know if I could even find 5 hours to do a raid anymore. Sad. It's part. I think, yeah. One of the things that sucks about it is that you realize just how tough it is. And then you realize, you compare it to the old days, you're like, a lot of online gaming to me is just kind of reminiscing. Those moments. Like, I've got great memories of playing, like, before streaming, all the way back to when I was a kid. Those long nights of Battlefield 3. The 6 months that my friends and I played Battlefield 4 when that came out, and when they all got PS4s on at Christmas when the PS4 came out, and they yeah, we you know, this was when one of my friends was still in sixth form. One of my friends had to redo sixth form. One of my friends had a part-time job in a kitchen, so there was loads of time to play. You know, throughout the week, loads of time to play. We could get on really early some days, depending on the schedules. Smash out 3-4 hour schedule, you know, 3 or 4 hour session of Battlefield. Have a break, come back, another 3 to 4 hour session. Just fucking around, because that's what we did. And then when GTA 5 came out for the PS4, and I met one of my American friend, one of my American friends. I met him. Met Gaz, met Cave, met Rebecca. The long hours we used to play on those. Long hours. 12 hours sometimes, you know. I'd get on quite early some days. Gaz would come on. Cave would come on. Rebecca would come on. It was like a consistent thing. It was a consistent every single day we had this, like, just great moments.
All right,
And obviously then COVID and, you know, streaming with COVID and all that, we had long hours. And then you realize it'll never be the same. Sad. What I would do sometimes, just one more day in each era. My PS3 era, one more day in my PS3 era with my friends playing Warhawk and Resistance Fallen Man and Call of Duty 4, and then one more day just early PS4 era with my friends, and then maybe mid PS4 era with Rebecca Cave and Gaz, my American friend, and then I would definitely would want one more day in COVID era. God, what I would do one more day in COVID era. One more stream, one more 13-hour stream. Get on, well, more than that. One more day where I can get on GTA 4, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, GTA 4, all the way till like maybe 7 o'clock. Oh, maybe like that, 5 to 6-ish. Have dinner, get on 6:30 to 7, get on just GTA all day, all evening, even until 1 o'clock in the morning, and then just get on RimWorld or Universe Sim for another 3 hours. Just one more stream like that. That's all I would want. One more stream like that. God, what a time that was. What a time that really was. Didn't appreciate it, you know, didn't appreciate it at the time. Not enough anyway. I think at the time as well is that at the time it did feel like COVID was gonna go on for a very long time. Like it did feel like, I always knew it was gonna go back to normal eventually. I know some people were like, oh, this is the new normal now, this is life forever now. I always knew it was gonna go back to normal, but it went by so quick in a way. Like, you know, one moment it was COVID, next moment it's like it's fairly normal again. Man, what a time that was, just grinding out 13-14 hours of stream a day. Whew. Getting on the game early afternoon after sleeping until like late morning, early afternoon. Getting on the game, having a drink, getting a drink ready, getting some food, maybe a lunch. If I don't really usually have lunch, but sometimes I have a lunch. Sitting down and just load up GTA 4. Man. What a, just, yeah. And then that was a trip in a way, because I was reliving my GTA 4 youth, I guess, my childhood, my teenage years, I guess, playing GTA 4 whilst living in COVID time, whilst enjoying this crazy time. I don't know, man, like, it was something. So in a way, I'm not surprised that I'm not surprised that we're a bit worried that GTA 6 can't compete, because, man, how can you compete with that? How can you compete with that stuff? The only major regrets I have about COVID, and the only major regrets I really, really have about it, is I would love to have done Among Us. I didn't play Among Us at the time, so I didn't care about it. I didn't give a shit about Among Us at the time. And so I watched other people, I watched you guys play it that one time that you played it in Discord. And I regret not getting involved in that, because I actually really like Among Us now, which is funny. I've been watching a guy on YouTube do some streams of some like shorts and stuff of it, and I really actually quite enjoy it. But at the time, I just didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't see the appeal of it. That was one of my major regrets. And also just not doing more, just more like voice chats at a time when everyone was like available. Like, I know we did a lot, but I wish we had done more. And I wish we had done more in the way of like, yeah, just yeah, man, we could have watched like Dragon Ball on Discord. We could have done more of that. We could have like proper like streams of Dragon Ball, just watching Dragon Ball non-stop. I mean, I'm glad I definitely did. I did play Kakarot at least. That was good. But I do wish we had a chance to just watch a lot of it on Discord together. That imposter masterclass you done back in the day, you pinned it all on Lewis and got everything. Yeah, I love that people would always, like, people would not trust Lewis, especially back then, because I think it was still quite, yeah, it was still quite, it was only 2 years. Can you believe that the weirdest thing about it, time-wise, is that all that stuff with Discord, oh, sorry, COVID, all that stuff happened when I was only streaming for 2 years at that point. That's what was so weird to think about. I started streaming mid-2018. So COVID happened only a year and a half, or a year and maybe a little bit more than that, maybe a year and 9 months into my streaming. And at the time, it felt like such a long time. It felt like I'd been streaming for so long at that point. But then, when I think about it now, I realize that I've been streaming now for 8 years, right? And since COVID started, it's been 6 years. It's literally been over 6 years since COVID started, right? Like, that's crazy to me. That's the craziest thing, is that at the time, it was only a year and 9 months in, and it felt so long. And now it's been 6 years since COVID started. Time's weird. But yeah, that's what I'd say is kind of the regret. But I think that there was some really great moments during all that I think that we got spoiled a little bit, I think. We got spoiled a little bit. So, I hope GTA 6 can recapture it, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, because again, a lot of it is the moment. You know, the moment is special, and then if you the moment can't be recaptured as easily. So I'm hoping GTA 6 will be great. And I hope that it will give us a lot of great new moments and great new, you know, especially since I'm gonna make sure I do take advantage of every mode. Like, I'm going to do a variety of stuff. We're gonna do everything. LTSs, adversary modes, races. I want to do a bit of everything. And I want to set up early on with the expectation that there will be regular events that we'll do. So that's the main thing I'm gonna do differently than GTA 5, is I wanna have it so that we do a regular thing. You know, I wanna do a regular car shows. Regular. I'm not saying every week, I'm not saying every couple of weeks. I'm saying once a month at least. Once a month at least. I wanna do car shows where we do a regular car show. We save everything, pictures and all that, and have like a consistent thing over that time period. I want to do as racing. I do want to do that tournament stuff that we were going to do, and I think we can do it if we set it with the expectation of starting it as a regular thing with GTA 6. So there's that. Yeah, I want to actually make it so that we do a bit of everything, and that we make the most of it all and set that expectation early on. Because with GTA 5 at this point, I'm like, bro, it's hard enough to get people to play the bloody game. Like, let's say, for example, if I want to do, let's say if we want to do Hunting Pack Remix, it is hard to get people to get on this game. Even Black Rambo, my guy Black Rambo, was spam inviting me every day of that week. I wasn't even on the game, I was getting invites to this, Don. The one we get on, we do a bit of Hunting Pack, Black Rambo was gone. He was nowhere to be seen. So the way I'm looking at it is simple. This game is just fucked at this point. Trying to get people to play this game, impossible. So we'll make the most of it and do what we can. I am going to be doing parkours again soon. I know Joe said he wants to see what, you know, whether you can do some parkours, if you can actually complete them or not, because he's never done. Joe's never done a parkour before on GTA, so I want to do some GTA parkours, and then I want to build up to doing that Dende level for the last parkour stream. But with GTA 6, it's not going to just be a bit of parkour and a bit of adversary modes. It's going to have to be the whole shebang, everything. Every stream I do that week, I want it to be. I would love to have consistent times. That's one thing I would love to say is I'll be on this day of the week. Not gonna happen, unfortunately. Not with the way the Rebecca shifts are. But I would love to say that. Like, so I'll do my best. Though. I'll say that we will do this. I'll try to be more like. If I know the shift pattern, I'll try to be like, okay, this day we're gonna do this. This day we're gonna do that, and then we can plan ahead. So one day we'll do LTSs, one day we'll do adversary modes, one day we'll do death matches or whatever, team death matches, races, etc. You know, etc. That's what I want to do, just so that there's a consistent kind of expectation of what each day will be, or which stream will be, so we know. So that'll hopefully help. But I definitely think that a lot of what was great was the fact that we had that once in a lifetime opportunity to kind of relive the eternal, I guess, the eternal secondary school kind of holiday. But we'll see. Hey, at least if GTA 6 is going to be the last hurrah, at least it'll go out with a bang, right? That's how I'm looking at it. But we'll do our best. Now, of course, if people want to step up and help with anything, hey, I'm not going to say no if people want to help out. People want to help out organizing stuff, happy to do that, because, my God, it would make my life a lot easier. If someone wants to set up the car shows, would love that, especially. I remember we used to have a car show role on Discord that never went anywhere because no one. I think we gave it to someone, but then I think they stopped playing the game, so it never went anywhere. But hopefully, because the game was old then. The game was old when we started streaming. The game was fucking old. Like, let's be real. That game was old. That game was 5 years old when I started streaming. The game is even older now, so I don't hold it against anyone. I don't blame people for not wanting to get on. Like, it's like, can I blame people for not wanting to play a 13-year-old game that hasn't really had any major depth added to it since it came out? No. I mean, it's hardly Star Wars Galaxies. It's hardly the, you know, now that is a game that if it was old, and I would expect people to still be into if it was, because that game had some mad depth to it. This game, maybe not. Is that Lady Gaga? No, Lady Gaga, please. I can't listen to you right now. I don't want you ruining my my stream. Thank you. I love selling, by the way. I love selling a hangar, like when in land mode. Look at this little car. This is the entire $1.6 million delivery right here. But yeah, we'll definitely have to brainstorm it. We'll have to come up with ideas, and I think that GTA 6, we could make GTA 6 something special. I think we could make at least the first year of it, I think we could make it. I know it'll be probably a lot more bare bones than people are expecting. I think people might be a bit, I don't know, it might be a little bit more bare bones than people are expecting, but I think we can make the most of it, because sometimes that's what makes GTA so fun. Like, just even GTA 5, the simple stuff can make it fun. Having that, again, I think that's why tournaments would be really fun. Like, even just basic ones where it's just tracks, you know, people's times and stuff over a set of certain, you know, races, and I think something like that can make the game a lot more fun. interactive, and who knows what crew stuff there will be. Hopefully some good crew stuff, so that I can. I remember when you used to be able to set crew challenges. When GTA 5 came out, there was a thing called crew challenges, and crew leaders could set challenges for their crew members to compete in. Bro, bring that shit back. I could be like Marshall. I could make people sweat. Imagine a crew challenge. Help me sell 1,000 times in 1 month. whoever sells that, whoever does that gets maybe a free like $5 grand. You know, I think that, yeah, just little things like that could make the game really good. So we got to really brainstorm out and think it. Once the marketing starts for GTA 6, once we get an idea what the online's like, once they do like a trailer or something for it, like a gameplay trailer, we'll need to start brainstorming ideas of what we could do. Little events that kind of we look forward to coming back to every time. Also, it would be good to post it on YouTube, because that's what gets people interested in joining in, is seeing events that they could get involved in. I still never forgive AF for ruining all that stuff. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, we'll start with GTA 6. Is an update that happened with him in messages? What, AF? Or, not really. What do you mean, like the last time I spoke to AF? The last time I spoke to AF was, he just basically said that he was gonna keep an eye out and that he would let me know if anything else happened. I said cool. And then we started speaking about Spider-Man and Wolverine. He asked me if I was gonna buy Wolverine. And I said to him I might. And he said, if you stream it, let me know, because I want to know if it's good or not. So he said, if you stream it, let me know, and I'll either watch or I said to him, sure. That was the last thing I heard from him, to be honest with you. We had like a good long conversation about that, yeah. And he was just saying about how like I think he also was saying it kind of in a way that he was bored of like some of the games these days, and that, you know, how things were. Oh yeah, he was saying he was bored of GTA. That was it. He was saying he was bored of GTA. 'Cause he asked me how I was doing. I was like, I'm doing GTA. I'm still playing GTA, and he's like, yeah. I'm not really into a GTA these days. It's a bit boring. So, Midnight Club is a stressful game. That it is. That it is. Actually, funny enough, you know what he said? He said that he asked me about one of the shorts I put up about you know, Chaos Mod. I've been putting some YouTube shorts up of Chaos Mod, the old Chaos Mod streams, and he was saying that he missed. He was asking me, "Oh, are you doing Chaos Mod?" I was like, no, they're old streams. And he said to me there was a lot of fun. He saw some of my YouTube shorts, and he was saying that he really liked them, and he thought it was quite fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to do Chaos Mod again. I never finished it the first time, and I'm kind of tempted to do it again. I really am tempted to do it. But this time, like, lock in and do it properly. Because before I was doing it during... It was kind of like when I was doing the GTA 5 online stream, so I was like... obviously all the casino and stuff, and I was kind of locked in on that. I was a little bit more into doing casino. But now the GTA is, yeah, a little bit kind of tired. I might do it. You don't think you ever saw one? Oh really? You didn't see one? That's crazy. Maybe I did it in 2021 then. Maybe or 2022. When was the year that you weren't really around, Dean? Maybe it was then that I did it. Thinking about it, actually. Wait, that means it was a little bit later on. I thought it was in 2020, but maybe I didn't do it until later. You don't remember watching it? 2021. Yeah, it might have been 2021 then, bro. It might have been then. Oh, that's crazy then if you never saw them. Because that was some of the... I think that was a really fun set of streams I did. Like, Dean, do you know how Chaos Mod works? What the fuck are you doing? Alright, a weird Dom there. Weird Dom's driving through the ground. Oh, I can just drive it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not... Why would I get out? Not bad, I'll take that. Yeah, it's like... So normally it's just done on a timer, but you can set up so the stream votes on what happens in the game. And yeah, you can get some crazy stuff happening in the game. So like one of the things that could happen is, for example, Grief of Jesus, which is like a Donnie on the Oppressor Mark II. And he spawns in and he basically tries blowing you up. That's one of the more popular ones, the fun ones. But you can have stuff just simple as like just the weather changing. You can have something as simple as just like getting, you know, like the car reversing instead of going forward, or the car controls change. You might have been there, but you don't have a recollection of it. Honestly, I don't remember though, Dean, because like I don't see you in any of the chats. I think you would have said something in one of the chats, and I see Rebecca and I see Yassine in them, and I see Lewis, but I don't see you in any of them. So I think you might have been there, but like very little. You don't remember the Chaos Mod streams? You must. Yeah, it was definitely, yeah. So if you've been here since 2022, if you've been here since 2022, Wes, then yeah, I would imagine it would, yeah, it was definitely 2021. It was probably the year that, yeah, that's probably it then. It was the year that Dean was busy with stuff, so. Oh man, it was good though, like. I've put a few clips up on my YouTube Shorts, Dean, if you have a chance to see them. There's two in particular. There's a companion chimp betrays me, and then Grief of Jesus spawns in one of the missions, how to beat Grief of Jesus, and both of them are really fun, like just for me to see again, because like at the time, bro, I was suffering. I can't lie, I was suffering, but I really enjoyed like looking back at them. I'm like, you know what, that's actually some good content. Like that's actually quite fun because it's so stupid. It actually makes the single player quite fun. Although I'm not gonna lie, like I've been tempted to replay single player. I know that sounds crazy because I you know what I mean, I'm not a big fan of GTA 5, but There's a part of me that wants to replay them. So I was thinking, maybe if I replay them, maybe I'll do Chaos Mod. Maybe I'll do that again. That could be a lot of fun. You've seen them? Oh yeah, so you have an idea how it works then. It's so funny, bro. It's so funny. Just having... like, looking back at those videos and seeing your scene. And like, Lewis was like... devilish. Lewis was genuinely devilish. Bro was cheering on the fucking companion chimp when that thing spawned in. He loved that because Lewis really loves apes and monkeys and stuff like that. So when he saw the companion chimp spawn in, he absolutely loved it. He absolutely loves it. So maybe I'll get back on that because I think it'd be fun. You stopped your replay of GTA 5 story. You got to the part where Trevor gets back to the city.
Okay.
I think that's one of the bits for me that slows down is when Trevor gets back to the city and then you got to deal with all the whole, like, that's the bit that kills me. I think is Michael. It's the Michael and Trevor parts. I actually quite like Trevor separately. I think he's quite funny when he interacts with random people. But I hate the arguing that's constantly going on in the game. And you know what? Thinking about it, that reminds me so much of AF and JB's arguing. I think that might be what poisoned me to the game so much years later, was them two just arguing. It feels genuinely like Michael and Trevor arguing. Like, why are you two dons arguing all the time? Just shut up and, you know, get on with it. Yeah, I might redo it. Hell, there's a GTA 4 kind of randomizer mod. I might do that as well. That could be fun. Like, I've been wanting to replay GTA 4 again, and let's be real, they're not gonna give us a remaster or even a port. Let's be real, that's not happening. We're in fucking April. We're almost in May, and there is no information about any change, any sort of port or anything. So let's be real, we're not gonna get that anytime soon, if ever. So I'm thinking I might redo GTA 4 again, but with the randomizer, because I want to redo GTA 4. If there's not going to be a port of the game to the PS5, well, I might as well just play it again. But I'm not going to play it again just for the sake of playing it again. So if there's hey, I might do that, like a randomizer or like a kind of a chaos mod style experience. Could be really fun. There was an RTX mod for GTA 4. Yeah, you know what's funny? I've actually used that mod. It's actually really good. It makes the game look gorgeous. The lighting especially looks amazing when you have ray tracing. It makes everything just look gorgeous in that map. But I can't lie, the performance was not it. JB just added you again. What, right now? Or he added me earlier, but I didn't accept it. He added me twice. Wait, did he? No notification, so... Sometimes when you're in a game, the notification doesn't come up, but... No notification. I like that as soon as I unblocked him, I got a friend's request. Bro is on that. If he put that much effort into his relationships and his like just being normal, not being really odd with how he treats his relationships, yeah, he'd be pretty like he'd be good. Can he still watch but not type? Yeah, he can still watch. He's no longer banned on Twitch. He's just perma timed out. Basically, the bot checks every day if he's still timed out. If the bot detects he's not timed out, the bot times him out again for another 2 weeks. So yeah, he's perma timed out. But he is able to watch. I thought I was doing it to be nice. I did it because I was like, well, it'll be nice for him, but nope. I will say though, I would very much disappoint AF if I did a Chaos Mod replay and AF was still banned. He'd be very upset because I know he really wants to see that. He's like one of the main people here. Him and Caitlin, who want me to continue Chaos Mod. So if I wanted to be evil, if I wanted to be really devious, I would just simply do the Chaos Mod whilst he's banned. But I kind of want to wait until I have a camera first, because I need to capture just how defeated I am with that mod. That mod gave me so much pain. That mod gave me so much pleasure, but it also gave me so much pain. In particular, there's one level in particular where anything that happens in Chaos Mod is basically a failure state. So a good example of that is it's that mission where you're in the helicopter and you have to like direct Franklin to find a car. Right? That mission itself is very boring and very tedious. But I'll tell you this now, almost everything that can happen in the mod can cause a fail state. So even just little things like NPCs becoming violent, or cars teleporting, or even just a change, you know, even just like a car getting damaged and fail it. In my case, more often than not, it was big things like the Ferris wheel. Even if the Ferris wheel spawned in, let's say for example the Ferris wheel spawned in, that would be enough to fail the mission. Why? I have no idea. Why a Ferris wheel spawning in is enough to fail a mission, I will have no idea. No idea why, but it was. And that destroyed me. That was the mission that made me decide not to do that game anymore, that Chaos Mod anymore. Because I realized how much that was killing me. But honestly, looking back and looking at those clips, it is hilarious. So yeah, I might be back. I might have to log back in for that one. Especially now, because the mod's even better than it used to be. They keep adding stuff to it, so I have to. My what? Sounds like what? What the fuck? What is that? No, don't be driving that piece of shit around. Take that to the garage. Get it repaired. I wish Rockstar would let us use the up and atomizer when we're in the car. That'd be great. Could you imagine bouncing this? You think they can't? Why can't? Why can't they? I will say though, ever since changing this red Hawaiian shirt, I feel very like upbeat now in this game. I think this Hawaiian shirt has given me so much. It's just really improved my mood. You're a bit charred. Well, that's their problem. Is this my Vice City outfit? Kind of, yeah. Like I wanted a summer outfit. So I've been rocking my red jeans and pink shirt. And I've been thinking, I wanted a summer outfit for the, you know, because it's coming to the summer period. And I was like, well, I like Hawaiian shirts. I like the color red. So I was like, well, okay, let's start there. And then I was like, well, what goes well with a red shirt? What's quite 80s-esque? Because I like the 80s and I always try to have a bit of 80s influence in my stuff. So I was like, well, white suit trousers, loafers, and a white shirt to top it off. And so I went with a very casual kind of 80s vibe. And that's made me very pleased. So yeah, in a way, I guess you could argue, yeah, it's like kind of a Vice City outfit, though. I probably will have something like this. Like, my 3 outfits that I want to have in GTA 6 is I want to have a version of this, I want to have a version of my normal one, and I want to have a version of my Sonny Crockett outfit for, because you know, of course, it's Miami. I have to have a Sonny Crockett outfit, you know, real Sonny Crockett, not that knockoff in 2006 movie, the real Sonny Crockett outfit from season 1 of Miami Vice. That outfit. Well, a variation of that outfit. Ideally, my favorite version of that, I'm not gonna lie, is actually the pilot. I really like the outfit in the pilot, especially with the sunglasses. I do prefer the normal sunglasses he has, but there was something about that version of the outfit in the pilot that was just so different. It just popped. So I'm a big fan of that one. So I'll probably have a variation of that. And I know I'm tired because now my voice is cutting out. Look at that. Now I know. That's a good indicator when I'm getting tired, because my voice starts... I don't know why. No idea why it's the case. Maybe it's because I get tired and my voice just doesn't want to perform anymore. But it starts to cut out, and that is the best indicator for my tiredness. Not yawning. Because I yawn at the most random times when I'm not tired. My voice cutting out, that's pretty much it. Damn. Song though. No, I won't sell that. That's enough for now. I can keep that going. Such a simple man, you love it. Well, what do you mean I'm a simple man? You boys white Ferrari the other day. The Chia Classic. Yeah, it is a Chia. How'd you know it's a Chia Classic, Dean? How'd you know this? How'd you know the law? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Who is this motherfucker that's beeping his horn over and over again? I think the thing I'm most excited for in GTA 6 is we're going to get some real fat dons, because the fat dons in this game aren't even that fat. I mean, that's pretty fat, but that's not fat. That's not like fat, where to the point where you are breaking your own bones. I'm looking forward to the fat dons that need the mobility scooters in GTA 6. Those are the ones I'm excited for.
Yeah, you know, whole lot of gangsters and players, but not too many good men though.
I was asking Dean, how'd you know that Sonny Crockett's car is the Chia Classic? How'd you know this?
I haven't called back.
I'm just on my way to my man's house. I'm gonna surprise him because I need some sex, okay?
I'm like, I like red, I like Hawaiian shirts. I mean, it's true, I like the color red, I like Hawaiian shirts. Like, what of it? I like Hawaiian, I also like button-up shirts, right? I like button-up shirts. So I don't like pastels, or as British people typically say pastels, but I say pastels. I like that. So I like a nice light colored, also like patterned button-up shirts. I'm a big fan of those, big fan. Yeah. I like jeans as well. So I have jeans in a lot of my outfits. You looked it up? That's fair enough, bro. What prompted you to
Feeling a little
look it up?
Watch your step. It's gonna cost a little, but I can...
A lot of people don't know about Sonny Crockett and all that. I'll tell you this now. Most people don't know anything about Miami Vice anymore. If they know about Miami Vice, they know about what's it called? The 2006 movie. That's the one that they'll know if they know it, because because it's more of a modern. It's more modern and it's a movie. A lot of younger dons these days, they're not going to know about Miami Vice or Magnum PI. What do you mean I'm sus? Look, it's just because I'm going to be real. 95% of people I ask or talk about Miami Vice have no idea what the fuck it is, alright? 95% of the people that I mention Miami Vice to go, what the fuck is that? What is Miami Vice? And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, how do you not know Miami Vice? So whenever someone actually brings up Miami Vice, or someone actually mentions like Sonny Crockett or something like that, or like their Ferrari, like to know what Sonny Crockett's Ferrari is, not just in the real world, but also in the game, like what it corresponds to in the game, is deep lore. All right, that's the old magic. That's the old lore right there. How? Of course, I'm gonna be like questioning that. Of course I'm gonna be like, well, how the hell do you know that? Because, like, yeah, how the hell how? Alright, this time we're doing this we're gonna do it perfectly this time. Watch this. And you bought the red one from Magnum PI. What the f— how do you know this? How do you know the lore? How do you know the lore? I'm just glad you didn't buy that shitty 2006 Ferrari. You know what the real crime is? I'll say this. The real crime in GTA Online is that they don't have the... They have kind of his Daytona Spider, but it's got the right front, but the back's all wrong. And you can't have it without the roof. They need the Daytona Spider in there. They need... I know that... Bro, we need a Daytona Spider. We need it. We need that... Magnum, Sonny Crockett, Daytona Spider, Season 1 and 2 Daytona Spider. We need that in GTA Online. We need it. Alright. I'll tell you what though, I bet you that Dean doesn't have Matlock's car. Bet you he doesn't have that. If Dean had Matlock's car, bro, I'd be... No, that'd be something else. That's like ridiculously deep lore. See, I'm taking this serious now. When someone mentions Miami Vice and Magnum PI, I lock in. Nice, easy. I've never actually gone this far before in this, so it'll be nice to see what's going on. Ooh. we're fighting astronauts. I feel this has got a decent spot to go to. You could hide here pretty easily. Oh yeah, this is a good spot right here. Oh no, I have got to this one. Oh shit, maybe not a good spot. Okay, let's move, let's get the... Okay, we're way too open here, we're way too open. This might be a good spot here, actually. I've got a little bit of cover, Not a lot, though. Oh. Oh my god. You gotta keep your eyes to the right. There you go. The furry onslaught was not enough. Unfortunately, the furries fell. Okay. Oh no, wait, did I get here as well? Actually, no, I did get here. Yeah, no, I did get here. I completely forgot that I have made it this far. We're gonna hide here. Last time I made the mistake of going out into the open. I wasn't really locked in that day. Oh, I don't have grenades. Oh shit, I thought I had grenades. I don't have any grenades. Why am I on fire? Wait, you have to destroy the vans? Oh, I think you have to destroy the vans, otherwise they keep coming. I get the vibe that you gotta destroy the vans, because, the thing's not going down. Yeah, so this one seems to be that the vans are what counts as the bar, not the people, the clowns. Nice. Okay, that's easy enough. That's cool. I like that it was a little bit different. The way that you do it is a little bit different. Oh. Okay, there's lots of dons on fire. Oh, it's like a bunch of slasher type dons. So it's mostly a melee one. I think there are some actual people shooting, but it's mostly a melee one. Let me guess, if you get hit, you die instantly, right? So this one, you're gonna have to just keep moving. The strategy with ones like this, from my experience, is just to keep moving and keep going, like shooting forward. Because if you get cornered, you're dead. You just gotta keep moving forward, turn around, shoot a few of them, and then just keep shooting forward whenever they come towards you. I don't know who the hell's shooting me that quick, but... Okay, good. Oh, my days. I had to use a bit of snacks then. I don't like using snacks normally in these, but... I got hit a few times. It's nice to hear Johnny, though. Shout outs to Johnny, who unfortunately died very early on in GTA 5. Gone but not forgotten. Is this one where you gotta destroy the vehicles? No. It's just alien dons. Ooh. Up and atomizers, yeah? Okay, so shooting the guys turns them into aliens, or reveals them as aliens. That's cool. Alright, I don't like how it teleported me. The bit where Trevor tortured the brain on the boo is disrespectful. It is, yeah. You can say that again. They really wanted to make Trevor look like a complete savage. Show how strong he is. I'll never like it though. I'll never like that idea. But I guess it happened, what, like 13 years ago now, so I can't change it now. Oh my days. What the hell is that? But what the? There you go. See, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that difficult. Oh, we're still going. Alright, I take it back. I'm still going. Oh, it's the Gooch. It's me. It's me. Only one person can wear this Hawaiian shirt. God. That is the worst time to get hit. Oh my days, man. My own guy is so annoying. Leave me alone, bro. I'm not dying now, damn it. I'll use snacks if I have to. If you meet William Shakespeare, you never know how you get shit him. Poor William, man. What did he ever do, huh? What did he ever do? He just wanted to make some good stuff. He didn't know that people were gonna make questions and trivia out of it. Oof, I think that's it. Yeah, nice ragdoll. Nice. Not too shabby. That's pretty fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get the bonus from doing it the first week, but I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I did it. That was fun. That was really fun. Good bit of content right there. Not too long either. Like, still quite a good amount of money for very little amount of work. And I got the High Life 420 outfit. Sweet. Alright, I think that is it then for me. So, I made 3 million tonight, which is not too shabby. So the plan for this week is, again, the plan, well, from what I understand, there isn't anything crazy fun on this week. So I'll just quickly mention what I know. So what they've, you know, this isn't an official Rockstar thing yet, other than they have mentioned the whole mission thing they're going to be doing, but they've not mentioned anything else. So for this week, it's 4 times money on the GTA Community Mission Series. So anything made by the GTA series people, that's going to be on 4 times money. So about 40,000 per mission. And then it's going to be 3 times money and RP on payphone hits, which means I'm going to be doing those because I need to do them anyway. Time trials, which is great. 3 times money on time trials is nuts. If that's like the HSW time trial, that's what, like 600,000 for 1 time trial? That's nuts. Open world races, I won't be doing those. And then the final thing is 2 times money on Madrazo hits, or 4 times for GTA Plus members. And community race series. So I'm hoping we get mega ramps again. I'm hoping. But I don't know about that. I don't know if we will get that or not. I'm hoping anyway. Save Lee Phillips on 4 times money. Yes, say less. I think it's only specific ones. I think it's only it's a set of missions made by the GTA series people, I think, called Old School Hits. Because they've already kind of announced it. They announced it like yesterday of what that specifically is. So yeah, it's them. It's like a series of missions based off like old missions. So, like from old GTA games. Yeah, GTA series videos. Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. If they're made at the same quality as that stream that they did, I'm not gonna have much faith. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, not to shit on them, but fuck me, that stream that they did was absolutely horrendous. I've never seen. I don't care who was saying it was the randoms in the game, bro. They weren't much better themselves. So we'll see. I'll give them a go anyway. But like I said, I hope that one day, yeah, he was horrific. I hope one day that I can get the Mr. Dino and the Joey Doyle and the JB missions up there. I really do. I need to get them going because they said they're going to do this again later this year. I need to get on there and get them submitted because I can't submit them if they're not made. I need to get on there and just make them. But someone attempt a grenade launcher with a helicopter and hit himself. I don't know, bro. That guy was, yeah, he was something. He was something special anyway. He really was something special. Yeah, so that's my hope anyway, is one day, hey, wouldn't that be awesome if one day on the Rockstar Newswire we got to see the Mr. Dino collab with Mr. Jello, and then the Joey Doyle collab with JB. Wouldn't that, and then you know the Avengers meet up where they all meet up together and work together? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I think that would be a great, you know, Rockstar September the 7th or something, 2026. You know, play thrilling new GTA Online experiences built by such and such. You know, Mr. Dino series. Play the Mr. Dino series. Play the, you know, Joey Doyle series. That would be great. That's a dream right there. That's the real dream right there. That's the real dream. Fuck the 10 million. I don't care about the 10 million they give you. I care more about the fact that people would be playing that shit. People learning the lore. That'd be great. That's my hope anyway. But that's a long way away. I'll keep dreaming though. I'll keep dreaming. I'll keep dreaming until then. Alrighty then. So, they did say, by the way, they said expect more community-made missions to land in the series later this year, and look out for a host of GTA Online events to come, including motorsport-based mayhem. So I wonder if that's Arena Wars. I hope so. I hope that's a hint towards Arena Wars coming back, because we need it. I beg they're meaning Motor Wars, because if that's the case, we might be getting Motor Wars in May. Not Motor Wars, sorry. Arena Wars. We might be getting Arena Wars in May. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. We will see. Oh, okay, tired now. Alright, now I'm definitely tired. Right. So, that's it for me tonight. Again, I don't know when I'll be on this week. I might be on tomorrow. I might be on, I don't know. I have no idea. It might be the weekend. Yeah, it might be the weekend. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I have no idea. Just kind of assume that I won't be streaming tomorrow, and then just kind of, I would say don't assume anything yet, but just assume, yeah, tomorrow I will not be streaming, and then maybe I'll be streaming on the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Just really depends what I feel like and what happens and what comes up. Alright then. Thanks again, everyone. Yeah, I'm definitely tired now. Have a good one. God bless. All that good stuff. Bye.